You're not that tricky. Put the phone down. Trust me, nobody liked your last 50 posts. They're not going to like the one you just did while you were driving. I can see you, man. Don't pretend. Don't think because your hand's below the dashboard, I don't know what you're doing. This trial attorney, Jeff Kaufman, from the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. I'm the one who's going to be suing you. For all the other people, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell. Offices, Orlando.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Drive, 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 drive. Hey, guys, it's Q, Murr, and Sal from Practical Jokers, and we are excited to announce our brand new Drive, 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 Drive tour.
True TV and Practical Jokers, the Drive, 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 Drive Tour. Starring Q, Murr, and Sal. Friday, June 21st, Edition Financial Arena.
This is going to drive me insane.
Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. 16 years of age or older suggested to attend. Produced by Outback Presents.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lynn Studios. Why Kaufman and Lynn? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, June 14th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from Miami water zombies to the Super Bowl rings have a bad typo, and people are getting sick at the Grand Canyon. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Sabrina is out. Hello, C-Lane. Hello. Josh is here.
Good day.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. Excuse me. I'm rough today.
Real time.
This never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What happened?
We got a last minute. Everybody, pull it together. Professional radio show. This is big time what we're doing here. We got to get it together. I know it's Friday, but we got to polish it up.
All right.
We got a last minute message, it seems.
From
And,
who? Who left us a message?
We dust this off and check it out. It's from that guy that didn't have a driver's license. Let's see what he said.
Have a great Friday, you mother.
That's right, everybody. We made our way through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has arrived. Pat yourself on the back. You did it, friend. I knew you could, and here you are looking beautiful on a Friday. Not you, Josh. Don't pat yourself on the back.
Too late. I already did twice.
You know what? If I'm honest, you barely made it through the week. Like this, for you, you're dragging.
I'm sorry for surviving.
Yeah, I mean, you survived, but your goal should be to thrive, Josh. Thrive through the week, not survive.
I have to survive before I can thrive.
You sound good today, though.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know if you got some sleep last night or if you just got your regular Friday Papa John's order in, and that did you good. But
I did that, and I've been up since then.
Oh, my God. You didn't sleep last night?
Nope.
What the hell are you doing? What?
I'm just kidding. I slept.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm looking at you, and I'm knowing the pace you move at. There's no way you didn't sleep last night. There's no way this man has gone a night without sleeping. I just don't believe that would happen. All right, we got tons of stuff to get through on a Friday. We want you to join us, of course. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record a dispatch for us so we can see what's happening in your world. Let's go over and start things off by putting our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great big wide world of ours. And we go to Atlanta, where this YSL gang trial is underway. The Young Thug trial, as it were. And all these rappers and rappers' friends are in this courtroom. This has been dragging on for months and months and months and months. But apparently some of these guys are pretty bad dudes, allegedly. And there's one guy in particular who I have grown to love throughout this case. His name is Lil Woody, all right? I don't know if you guys know who Lil Woody is.
Is he a rapper?
I don't know if he's a rapper or not. I only know of him from the courtroom.
I feel like you should be a rapper if you're using Lil.
Maybe he is. Lil Woody is the guy who's been in the courtroom, but Lil Woody, he was interviewed by police multiple times, and he said some things about these guys in this gang. And now that the trial's going on, he doesn't want to be the snitch guy. So his testimony in court is amazing. And that's what we're going to listen in to start things off today. Here we go.
Everything. The police kept coming to grab me. Every time they grabbed me, I had a different story for them. I know 100% facts, and I'm telling you now, I was not truthful. I was saying whatever they wanted me to say. I was saying whatever I could come up with. I was trying my best to convince them that I didn't do nothing, that I'm an innocent person, and that people put their hands on me.
All right, so he's saying, every time the cops talk to me, I just lied to him. I lied. So whatever you say that I said, I just made it up. I was lying about all of the things, and they keep pressing.
Do you think he was telling the truth one of the times?
Probably. I love the last line in this. It's coming up in a little bit.
And that is thing, you sitting here keep asking me step by step by step by step. And I'm telling you now, because you asked me, was I being truthful? Okay. I know I wasn't being truthful.
So is your testimony today that you lied in every interview that you did in 2015?
Well, see, you the way you asked me that, I don't recall what I was saying in the interviews, but I'm telling you now, when they was questioning me 2015, 14, whenever they was questioning me, I was lying. I was making up stories. So when they were asking me about this right here, I was making it up. When they were asking me about this right here, I was making it up. And when they was getting me and they would let me go, I'm just telling you.
Do you recall telling every detective?
Every time they got me, I have told the police, I tell y'all whatever y'all want to hear, just let me go.
Do you recall telling every detective in every interview, you got to believe me, I'm telling y'all the truth?
Every time we talk to him, you got to believe me, I'm telling y'all the truth. And I was like, in retrospect, I was not telling y'all the truth. Looking back on things, I was really lying about all that stuff. That's what's happening in this courtroom. It continues to happen in Atlanta, Georgia. A big weekend ahead of us. It's Father's Day weekend this weekend. C-Lane with his first Father's Day.
That's right.
Celebrating things with Jackson. And I'm sure, what are you doing? You get like a breakfast plan or something?
No. We're doing another pizza party.
Are you really?
Yeah,
You're the
pizza
pizza
party.
man. C-Lane is the pizza man now.
Yeah.
He got, did you get that for Father's Day?
Yes, I did. It was the uni.
Did we bitch about this yet? Did we bitch about the fact that Amazon now just delivers things in their boxes?
Yeah, you did.
We've talked about it, but yes,
we can bitch more.
The thing that I got, and I knew it was on the table. I knew that it was an option, that I was probably getting it. But when I showed up and it had been delivered, it said Uni all over it, and I was
it's right on the front doorstep.
Happy Father's Day to me.
Uni Pizza Oven, which if you're not in the know, those are the pizza ovens. These are the nice, like big old pizza ovens. And I know you had a pizza party. You invited Josh and I to your pizza party.
I did.
Neither one of us went.
Nope.
Because on account of you being a pizza nerd now, we just we're keeping our distance. We actually hung out together, the two of us.
Did.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Where'd you go?
We made pizza, ironically. Yeah, we made our own.
Wow, that's weird.
We did.
We made our own pizza. And you said the first go-round.
Seems rude. I mean, it seems extremely rude when I was
That's the point.
offering that to you.
You said the first go-round, you had some failures in your pizza oven. Have you improved?
The first two that I made they were like black on one side.
Oh, no good.
I mean, the thing is a hot oven. You got to keep that thing moving.
Right. Yeah, you got to keep the pizza moving. Like, do you have one of those big wooden, like, pizza peely dallies?
Here's the thing. I do have a pizza peel, and I was getting some tips from somebody who's had one of these a little bit longer, our friend Mr. Jimothy Colbert.
Oh, yeah, he would know about this. That's a good source.
He's got one, and he was like kind of telling me a little bit about it, and he said, to keep from that, because the stone at the bottom, you want to get like 700 degrees.
Yeah.
And I have one of those little guns, you have one too, the temperature gun, like the thermometer
laser.
gun. Yeah, the laser. And I go, I get it nice and hot, but then the pizza burns. He goes, you got to sometimes hold the peel over the pizza to keep it from broiling. Like,
whoa, so you got to like block your pizza from burning up?
From the fire.
Why not just turn it down?
Problem is my pizza peel is metal. So,
that's no good.
So I can't do that for too long. So I would just have to like get the stone nice and hot, turn the flames down a little bit, turn it every 20 seconds. Once I got my stride, we were cooking. I mean, we were doing some good pizzas.
Somebody says throw down flour first. That doesn't sound like the problem. That sounds
you do that when you're building it. Like
when you're like
to
making
get it to
the
slide
dough.
off of the platform, you definitely need to flour the surface. I got cornmeal, but ended up not using it.
Let me tell you something. I'll help you if you need any help, if you get stuck. I do have 6 months experience working at a Papa John's location in the center of West Palm Beach, Florida.
Do you just like put the pizza on the little conveyor belt and it runs through the oven?
I'm sorry, do you mean cook the pizza? Yes, I did cook the pizza. Would you like me to run down your whole thing by going, don't you just put the pizza in the uni oven and then take it out when it's done? Or are you cooking the pizza when you make the pizza?
Josh, I seem to have struck a nerve.
I'm pretty sure.
Seem to have
you know what I'm talking about right now.
Pushed the pizza button that I dare not push again.
You brought out his inner Papa John.
When you were having your pizza party, were you cooking pizzas?
Yeah.
Were you putting a pizza in an oven?
Yes, I was.
I was putting a pizza in an oven too. For 6 goddamn months, I slaved over that thing. And you know what? At the end of our oven, unlike your very fancy uni pizza oven, we didn't have a blocker, a stopper. I've told you about this before.
Right, so the pizza just fell on the floor.
So the pizza just kept going, right? So we'd go outside to smoke a bowl and forget about the person's double pepperoni that was in there, and you'd come in and it'd be upside down. And we'd have this thing called 5-second rule. Even though clearly more than 5 seconds have passed, we were outside. You scoop that thing up, you put it back in the box, and Papa John's is off, to the races there. The Papa Tracker has got to be as accurate as possible, though They didn't have it at the time, of course. You know how things go. But a lot of people want to be invited to your pizza party for Father's Day. Well, all of you are invited. Everybody wants to go.
None of you are invited.
Wow. All them pizzas and no room for sharing.
This is a family party, all right?
Oh, we're not family?
Yeah.
We
technically got invited last time.
You got invited last time and you didn't come,
Yeah, it's tough.
Well,
Josh, in my case, for 10 years, I turned down every invitation everybody gave me, and so now I'm trying to get invited to things again. So you got to work on this.
But are you going to go to the things? That's why you don't get invited to things. You never go.
No, I'll go to most of the things now, unless it's lame. Oh no, not that your pizza party thing was lame. we had other plans. It was nothing to do with that. It actually sounded like a good time. I was going to go if Josh was going to go, but he didn't go. So
Josh was the one that sounded more like he was going to go. If I have to be honest.
Why?
Josh sounded more interested in going than you did.
What's not to be interested about? Hanging out with you is always a good time.
Yeah.
Pizza's a good time.
Right.
Even if they're burned, they're still good. I'd still be fine with it.
True.
That'd be okay. I'm sorry I didn't go. I'll go next. I'll be there for Father's Day. I'll be there for Father's Day. Why is that funny?
Because you weren't invited.
Hey, it's funny.
I'm not invited?
It's funny because you weren't invited, but also it sounds like you saying I'll be there for Father's Day. It sounds like you're doing something fatherly, like I'm going to be there for you.
I'm the Nick Canada dad.
I'll give you an opportunity for the meet and greet.
All right, quick break. When we come back, we have a big show for you today. We're going to talk about how bad things are getting down in South Florida. Woo. And the rain just keeps on coming, friends. And you Miami folks, I thought you'd be cut out for this. You are not cut out for this. So we'll get into the zombies wandering around down there as a fourth day of flooding hits South Florida. Also, an Uber driver gets a ride, and when she picks up her ride, it is the most insane set of circumstances one could ever imagine. You are not going to believe this, and I want to know what you would do. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Need a woman in your life who responds to your most important commands? Hey Siri, play Real Radio 104.1.
What's going on? I hope your drive right now is a smooth one, and it should be on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Looks like no major incident in your way. Of course, your usual delay, I-4 eastbound, approaching both World Drive and State Road 535, but westbound is clear. East and westbound of the 408 as well. North and southbound lanes of the Turnpike, as well as the Greenway and 429 toll. If you have any incident to report, call our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Discover. As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
If you're ready to refinance, buy your first dream home, do some debt consolidation, then you got to work with That Mortgage Guy Don. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com to work with an expert and a friend that you can trust. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
2 nights on one stage.
Capital One cardholders can score their tickets first right now before anyone else. Only available while pre-sale tickets last or until today at 1 p.m. Eastern. Add a Capital One Access Pass to your pre-sale purchase to attend an exclusive pre-concert event with a performance from New Kids on the Block. Only available during the cardholder pre-sale.
Pre-sale tickets are limited and will go fast. So visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One to buy.
Orlando Magic Pod Squad is the Orlando Magic's flagship podcast, featuring interviews with Magic players, coaches, executives, and legends. Join me, Dante Marchitelli, along with the rotating cast of Magic personalities every Thursday during the season as we conduct deep dive interviews with Magic A-listers. This podcast is a must-listen for any Orlando Magic fan. Join the squad with the Orlando Magic Pod Squad on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. Save $40 on select 5-gallon HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams paint, like Weather Shield, Showcase, or Ceiling Paint. Plus, save $10 on drywall PVA primer and get free same-day delivery to the job site when you order by 2 p.m. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offers valid through 6/14. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Tired of taking allergy pills every day to treat your allergies? Aspire Allergy and Sinus has helped thousands, including me, who spent years suffering before finally doing something. Like Aaron, most migraines were alleviated almost immediately after her sinus surgery with Aspire. Or Julie, who didn't even realize it was allergy season because she felt so much better after taking her allergy drops. Fixing your allergies are easier than you think it is. Go to AspireAllergy.com to set your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
I'm Maria Konnikova.
And I'm Nate Silver.
And our new podcast, Risky Business, is a show about making better decisions. We're both journalists who moonlight as poker players, and that's the lens we're going to use to approach this entire show.
We're going to be discussing everything from high-stakes poker to personal questions.
Like whether I should call a plumber or fix my shower myself.
And, of course, we'll be talking about the election.
Listen to Risky Business on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Risky Business.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Real Radio 104.1.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star.
She didn't know I turned down the pizza party offer, and she said, all caps, there was a pizza party opportunity, and you turned it down, you idiots.
You made me hang out with just you instead.
I know. That's what I like to do. Keep her trapped, just trapped in the cage here. Yeah, day by day. We are going to hit you up with your dispatches in just a moment, or rather you can hit us up with those, and we'll play them in just a moment here on the show. That's how you join us. It's nice and easy to do, and we await your voice over at thenewsjunkie.com. Just hit record and follow all the instructions. Bingo, bango, you're good. It is a rainy week in South Florida, if you are there, and it doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon. They say for Father's Day it should stop raining, but right now it's all of the fun Miami people taking out their canoes that they haven't used in 15 years and going right down the middle of Brickell, rowing their way through, or going through downtown Miami in an inner tube or something. Miami people are strange. They somehow are the most Florida of Florida people that you could ever see. There's a lot of them out there. They drive into any puddle that they see, which I don't understand, but this is something that they do. Anybody else in the country, you see a big giant puddle and you see cars stuck in it, you stop. But in Miami, everybody has the ego to think that their car is going to make it.
Damn right.
Everybody else failed, but my car is going to make it through this. If we were trying to work our way through Miami right now, I think you two would be a lot better off than me. C-Lane's got that truck. Josh got that SUV.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
My car ain't making it through any of that stuff. I know better. I'm not driving through that. It's a terrible disaster. They're like zombies in Miami right now. They are trying to work their way through this, but there's been about 11 inches of rain in the past 4 days, and things are pretty bad. And it's weird because even though it's hurricane season, it promised us all these hurricanes, it's not a hurricane. It's not a tropical storm. It's just a bad rainstorm. It's like just a selection of storms that are rolling through and not giving up right now. And some of the stories I see are like this. It says, South Florida compared to a zombie movie amid widespread flooding, they said. It looked like the beginning of a zombie movie. Tow truck driver Ted Rico told the Associated Press, nice name. I like that guy.
Hold on. Estoy Ted Rico.
Ted Rico. There's cars littered everywhere, on top of sidewalks, in the median, in the middle of the street. No lights on, just craziness, you know? Abandoned cars everywhere. Rico, a lifelong Miami resident who's been helping clear the streets of stalled cars, said every year it's just getting worse. And I don't know if it's because of the drainage system they have or what's going on, but it's bad out there. It's rough, and Miami's not taking it well. There's zombies. The Stepapee says on Twitch, Sean, please don't provoke the hurricane gods again. I'm not challenging the hurricane gods. I'm simply saying this wasn't even a hurricane. It's just an onslaught of storms, which, by the way, we always do this. We're never happy. Americans are never happy. Whatever you give them, they're never happy. When it's cold, everybody's like, oh, my God, enough of this already. God, what I would give for just a warm day with the sun outside. And then the sun comes out and people are like, oh, my God, it's so hot. You know, what I wouldn't give for just a little daily rainstorm to cool things down a little bit. Then the rain comes and they're like, oh, my.
It's so wet.
Nothing's good enough. Everything is terrible. We complain about all of the things. Just take it in. This is how it works during the summer. Fourth day of floods hitting that area. Things are not looking spectacular, to say the least. You guys flooded out at all? Or are you surviving so far?
Surviving.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Good. I don't want you
Backyard
guys
looks good. There was a cat in it this morning.
You had a cat? A rando cat?
Rando cat.
Yeah.
Hopefully chasing away the rats.
Why? Well, there's rats and cats in your backyard?
Yeah, well, there's rats for sure.
Is the pizza oven back there?
Perhaps mice. The pizza oven's inside.
Oh,
but it will be
Put
outside.
That thing inside. It's only outside when you use it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't want it out there. It's in the elements. You can't leave. I know some of the stuff like Josh's thing. I think you're allowed to leave out there. What's it called? The Blackstone. You're allowed to leave the Blackstone.
It gets a little rusty.
You get rodents in your backyard, Josh?
Not that I'm aware of. Just a lot of snakes and cats.
You'd be aware of it if you opened your Blackstone and you found
a big ass rat on there.
No,
rat poop.
Yeah, not that I've noticed.
Gross. My God.
It's annoying.
I got a fence, so I don't see those, but you guys know what I do see on the fence, which is just, it's like somewhere near my house, just so you guys know. Somewhere near my house, there must be a retirement community for funny animals because they run across the back fence. One time, Josh,
welcome to Funny Animals Retirement Community. We have a lot of funny animals here.
Josh was here, and there was it a possum?
Oh, yeah, you had that big-ass possum on your fence.
There was this big, ugly, rough-looking possum sitting on the back fence, and it just started staring at Josh.
It was sweet. I almost pet it.
He's making his way over to this possum, and the possum's like, it looks like it's going to explode at any second with pus flying out of it.
Ew.
And he goes all the way over, and I swear to God, Josh reaches out, and his hand is about 3 inches from the possum, and the possum just slowly strolls away on the fence. It's just like, not scared. Yeah, was not freaking out at all. I get the weirdest stuff in my backyard. I'll take a regular-ass rat over what I'm seeing. Out there on the ice.
You say that until you have the rats.
I don't want the rats.
Possums are better than rats.
Wait, don't you have a fence? You have a fence.
Yeah.
Rats can climb,
you think fences
rats
are just
can't
these
climb a fence.
magical rat keeper outers?
No shot. A rat can't climb a fence. You know, think about what that would look
Rats can climb
like.
skyscrapers.
No way. No rat has ever climbed a skyscraper.
Don't
You're
tell
saying
that to the New York City rats.
All right, you're saying a rat, city rat or country rat, is outside and there's the Empire State Building is there.
Yes.
You're telling me that fat rat can climb vertically all the way up the building?
Easily.
You guys are nuts. Both of you are nuts. A lizard can do that because the lizard's weight ratio is at such a level that it can stick to the building, essentially.
All right.
No way can a rat.
Roof rats, also known as ship rats and house rats, and more formally as black rats, are known for being skilled climbers, whether that's scaling mountains, buildings, or homes.
No
I told
way.
you.
What's this resource you're looking at right now?
Rat Monthly.
BroadwayExterminating.com.
I don't trust them. They're the bad guys. They go
On
after the rat.
Broadway.
They're like, look, pay the roof fee. Trust us, the rats can get up there. We know they can. Then they go on top of your roof and they laugh a little bit. Eric says, I have tree rats. Tree rat? Is this a thing that can go? I didn't think that.
Yeah, the tree rats are what become your backyard Blackstone poopers.
But I have a vinyl fence. You are not going to stand here. Look me in my face. We've known each other for a long time. And you're going to say with any sort of authority that a rat can climb a vinyl fence?
How do you think the possum got up there? And those are bigger than rats.
That is a fair question. I do not know the answer to it. The possum jumped from a tree onto the fence and then goes back up the tree. It uses tree to escape. There's no way a rat. All right, I'll research. I want some experts on this on the dispatchers, please. Go over to the newsjunkie.com.
Starting to concede.
No, I'm not conceding. What I've done is I've moved the goalpost significantly. I started at a regular fence, and then I went to a building, and then now I'm on vinyl fence.
Is vinyl.
There's nothing to get any traction on there. How could the rat? Does the rat use its claws to hook on?
For your fence, it uses all the snails stuck to it as like a rock climbing wall.
It's bouldering.
It just rides on them? Oh, that'd be something. I would watch that.
It uses them as steps, like a rock climbing wall.
Okay, I see now. All right. Oh, all right. Well, that might be the case. We'll see what you say. Experts hit us up at thenewsjunkie.com with the dispatch.
You're the only person I think that I know that gets snails. I don't think I've ever seen snails in my backyard.
I don't know why. Maybe it's the vinyl fence. Maybe the snails like that.
Probably.
Because it's nice and smooth for them. The snails get on a regular fence. They're like, it's like, it's poking them. It's no good. They like the vinyl fence. It's the only reason the vinyl fence is superior. In every other way, it's not superior. But here we are. We get them in front of the doorsteps. I think I told you that one time. We were going to leave, and we were excited. I don't know where we were going. We were going out somewhere. I think maybe Courtney was excited to eat or something. And not that I don't feed her.
I finally get to eat.
We were excited where we were going, and we throw open the front door of the house, and we're headed for the car to go out. And she right foot stomps on a big giant snail that was out in front of the door.
Oh, no.
And it was so big that it was like, you hear like every bit of the shell. Oh yeah, bad. Like you might hear a little scream from the snail as it goes down, as you put some pressure on him. And she cried and she cried. And I said, I made up so much stuff. I remember I was like, snails don't have a circulatory system. And they don't feel any pain.
Don't matter because they ain't got no soul.
Here comes another all caps text message.
Yeah, I started making up things like snails don't have a limbic system. I don't even know what a limbic system is, honestly, but it sounded like a thing. It was like after we saw that guy get hit by the train, and I assured her he was alive. Now, he was alive.
Yeah, you said it's okay. Homeless people don't have a limbic system.
They're probably alive right now. Everything's good to go. All right, let's go over to you. Let's hear from you with your dispatches. Send yours over at thenewsjunkie.com. Here is Twink Lettitz talking about rats. Here we go.
Hello. Happy Friday, everybody.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, one time I had a grill that I had outside on my patio deck. And one day I came out to use it and open it up, and there was a big old rat right there, right on the grill, and I slammed it down, and that thing ran away, and I don't know, man, that was like one of the worst scares I ever had in my life. So
yeah, that'll do it.
There you go. That was a lot of fun. All right, thank you. Have a good weekend. Twinkletits out.
With
a traditional grill, if the rat gets in there and does the poo-poos. It falls between the grate, and you don't.
And it's burning.
It's not there. It's kind of it's out of sight, out of mind. But when you got the Blackstone, it's the flat top. It just sits
sitting there.
It's just there. It's staring at you.
And you got to cook that for a while. To get rid of it, you got to cook that for a while.
Oh, I scrape the top layer of seasoning off and re-season.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I don't ever clean a grill. And I'll tell you why. After seeing these stories about the grill brush things.
I don't ever use a grill brush. I clean a grill, just not with that brush.
Like people biting into a burger, and there's one of the things from the grill brush in there, and then you chomp through it, rips your gums apart.
You can't use those metal ones.
Dude, ripping your gums apart is the least of your worries. It's when you swallow one of those little things, and then it gets down and punctures your colon.
It's hurting me right now. Oh, that's
and then you
painful.
go septic and almost die.
Okay, all right, I get it. I'll stay away from those. I'm already doing it.
Because of the poop.
Here's Ball Death Dealer with a dispatch. This is the Rolls Royce of transplants.
Hey, News Junkie.
Hey.
Yesterday you were talking about the geriatric liver transplant. Last year I received a kidney transplant.
We'll go to his kidney transplant in a second, but what he's talking about is a story where a 98-year-old man, I think, gave his liver to a young girl.
Yeah.
And the transplant was from an old man. I go, God, that sucks to get from a 98-year-old person.
You assume that the liver didn't have much time because the guy's 98.
I mean, I assumed he lived a life that was somewhere comparable to mine, and so therefore liver done. You know, it's not working out. This thing ain't going to be good. Now back to Ball Death Dealer.
And it was the opposite. I was told the donor was under the age of 10. Because of the size of the kidneys, I actually received both of them. The first question any of my friends asked was, do they grow? I was talking with one of the transplant surgeons, and they were like, yeah, it will grow. And another of the transplant nephrologists, they were like, you basically have the Rolls Royce of transplants.
Oh,
but
nice.
Anyways, later.
There you go. Appreciate that. You can join us just like that on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us your first dispatch right now. There is an update in the world of NHL, which stands for what, Joshua Fowler?
National Hockey League.
That is right, the National Hockey League. I also would have taken National Harpoon League, which is a different thing, but we'll talk about Hockey League for now. Vladimir Tarasenko, Sam Bennett, Alexander Barkov. These are all household names. We know them very well around this show.
Yeah, Alexander Barkov.
They scored 3 goals in a 6-minute, 19-second span to lead the Florida Panthers to a win over the Edmonton Oilers on Thursday in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final. And I cannot tell you how many people I have run into over the last couple of weeks who have been bragging about how great the Miami Panthers have been playing in the Stanley Cup. There have been, let me see, it says 0 people that I have run into who have talked about the Panthers ever in my life. I've never been in a conversation with a person about the Panthers.
Missing out.
I don't know if it's because I don't line up with people that like hockey. Do you guys know anybody who's a big hockey fan? You know, anybody who's super into hockey?
Yeah, I mean...
Buzz Decker.
Is he?
No, is he really?
He loves hockey.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's a wonder they let him at the arena with how loud he talks. It was just the players can't even hear out there.
I had a friend growing up that was a big hockey fan, but it was because he was from Minnesota, I want to say.
Yeah,
like he was from up north, and he used to brag that, like in Central Florida, they know so little about hockey that he could go to like Sports Authority and swap the price tags on the hockey sticks. So he could get like a really expensive hockey stick for the cheap price because the people behind the counter had no idea like what made it an expensive one.
These are like the folks in Rochester. Like if you talk to them, they'll go, "Oh yeah, when I was little, we used to go to the pond across the street, and me and my friends would set up a couple of goals, and we'd play ice hockey." And he go, "Oh, okay, we grew up a little different. This wasn't in my life." But I got to give credit where credit's due. The Panthers are out there kicking ass, and they may win the Stanley Cup Finals and go on to be the victor. Only one team in NHL history, the 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs, if I remember correctly, just off the top of my head, overcame a 3-0 Stanley Cup Final deficit and won the title. So looks good for the Panthers, and they're working hard out there on the ice. The Oilers, they still got that fan that was flashing in the stands. They got her.
Right on.
But they don't have any real wins on the board. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, a big new invention that could save your life. What is this? Well, it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And this afternoon, we are on the eve of Father's Day weekend, and we've got some big clouds out there that could produce a couple of quick-hitting showers, maybe a clap of thunder, but most of the action stays south and west of Orlando this afternoon with the sea breeze, collision, and storms hitting Tampa Bay, not so much Orlando. High temperature this afternoon, 92. Our chance for rain, 30%, about a 20% chance of rain this Father's Day weekend.
This report is sponsored by Macy's. Find the perfect Father's Day gift with Macy's Gift Finder. In just a couple clicks, you'll get personalized gift ideas for every dad at every budget. Visit Macy's.com/gift finder and give love today at Macy's.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night. Could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better." Unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16, powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most intensive projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic design, immersive visuals, and cinematic audio. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Hey guys, Father's Day is fast approaching, and if you haven't gotten a gift yet, I got you covered. Check out the Corona Cigar Father's Day sale and get up to 20% off both in-store and online purchases using the code FATHER, Saturday, June 14th through Tuesday, June 18th. Corona Cigar has you covered. They have a fantastic selection of spirits, cigars, and accessories that any dad would love. So whether you're buying for yourself or that last-minute Father's Day gift, head on over to coronacigar.com or visit one of their 3 retail locations in Dr. Phillips, downtown, or Heathrow. Happy Father's Day from Corona Cigar Company. Some exclusions apply.
Happy Hour is back at Twin Peaks. Get up here Monday through Friday from 2 to 6 p.m. or late night, Sunday through Thursday from 10 p.m. until close. Score some sweet deals like 22-ounce Peak Signature Taps for $4.50, priced wine by the glass, and epic shots of Fireball, Rams Point Peanut Butter Whiskey, and Cuervo Silver for just $2. Need a snack? They also have some of your favorite apps available for just $5, including queso and chips, fried pickles, Billionaire's Bacon, and crispy mini tacos. Get up to Twin Peaks for eats, drinks, Scenic views.
Fixing your car or repairing things around your house sure isn't getting any cheaper. And that's why there's Everything Brakes for Home and Auto. For less than $1 a day, get automotive repair coverage with free roadside assistance, free towing, and free rental cars. Add home protection too, and cover major home systems, appliances, and electronics. Bundle Home and Auto and save even more. Call now and qualify for one of our bonus coverages, like 1 year of free car coverage, 1 year of free electronics coverage, or 4 months of free home warranty coverage. There's one number to call and one company handling your claims from start to finish. That's Everything Brakes. Get your free quote today. Call 855-865-SAVE. 855-865-SAVE.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Savings vary according to plan, age, or condition of vehicle or home repairs needed. Coverage not available in all states. Service fees, limitations, and exclusions apply. Go to everythingbrakes.com/terms for details. Call 855-865-SAVE. Online at everythingbrakes.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This
Probably know by now I like people who move to the beat of their own drum, as they say. You know, unique individuals. That's what makes the world go round. And I like them. I'm interested in them. And I can't stop watching them. And that's why I like our very own sloth in chief in Congress, John Fetterman. He is quite the weird guy. He's really something else.
Interesting dude.
He could barely hear. He listens to no one. His own party hates him. The Republicans hated him first, and then they were like, you know what, we kind of like this guy. And he started to grow on them, and I just can't stop watching. The last thing I heard was he had gotten into an accident with his wife in the car, and they said he was driving at an extremely high rate of speed. And I said, of all the things I picture in my head, none of them involve John Fetterman speeding. I don't ever picture him like white knuckle grabbing the steering wheel and going 900 miles an hour. He's a strange guy. And I like that he can laugh at himself because he was during the C-SPAN broadcast, he was at the helm of a meeting and he was reading the instructions for himself and he made himself laugh. Here he is. Let's see.
Under the previous order, the Senate stands adjourned until 3 p.m. on Monday. Bang gavel.
He accidentally said the bang gavel part, which, of course, was supposed to be just the banging of the gavel. And I want to throw a flag on the field. What happened to actual gavels? Like the wooden hammer-like thing that you would hit. Do you see what he used as the gavel? Look at this thing.
Under the previous order, the Senate stands adjourned until 3 p.m. on Monday. Bang gavel.
What kind of gavel is that?
I feel like they have different gavels in different offices.
Do they?
I think so.
This thing looks like a pog slammer, if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Back in the day, like a what do they call them? Like towers? Or there was a name for the big, tall ones that you had when you were playing pogs. It looks like one of those. It's not a hammer. It didn't have a handle on it, but He was able to make himself laugh there. So there he goes, the best pet of the Congress, John Fetterman, enjoying himself. And I enjoy him too. And I'm going to say something. I don't know why there's been zero stories about this. For all the crap everybody talked about John Fetterman, what's he wearing when he's doing this thing, when he's banging this gavel? What's he got on right here?
A suit?
Suit and tie. They said he was wearing hoodies all the time. He wouldn't dress the way he was supposed to dress for Congress. They said the guy's a sloppy mess. Now he's got the suit and tie on. Nobody gives him credit for it, but he's out there doing his thing.
Didn't John Fetterman have like he had like a really mediocre tagline that he like yelled at a rally one time? Let's do something great for America or something. It was something, and you're like, what?
Yeah, I forgot what it was, but it was like, it wasn't all the way there. Instead of like make America great again, it was like, maybe we can make things a little better. Like it wasn't very aspirational. But maybe that's it.
Let's get stuff done for America.
I can get on board with that.
Yeah, I get on board with that. I'm fine with that. Okay, I want to use a little magic on the both of you and you listening wherever you are. And we're going to give you a job as we put this magic on you. Here we are. An Uber driver, and your first ride is about to ring you up. And your Uber driver career is beginning with this. You are getting an Uber pet ride. Now, everybody knows what an Uber pet ride is, correct? I mean, it's right there in the name. I don't know if you guys have ever done one of these yourself.
Done it a couple times.
Really? You brought Lexi before?
Absolutely.
On a ride? Wow, okay. And does it take longer to get somebody to pick you up, or?
Not really. There was one time where it took longer because I think the driver didn't realize that he was opted into Uber Pet.
So he was surprised?
and we tried to get in with the dog. He's like, no dogs here. And then he drove off, and then, like, he wouldn't cancel the ride because he wanted us to do it.
What an asshole.
That annoys the hell out of me. But for the most part, it's like finding an Uber XL or something. It's just maybe take a minute or two longer to see who's opted in.
Well, this Uber driver, her name is Hope Singh, and she says, so I had my first ever Uber pet ride. And a younger woman, gets into the vehicle. She sits in the back seat. She's got her beautiful little dog with her, and they say, where to? And she goes, oh, we're headed to the vet. And the driver's like, oh, is everything okay? What's going on with the dog? Tell me what's happening here. And I guess some people do this, but the dog, hold on, let me see. Let me bring this up so you guys can take a look if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. Here's the dog. What a cutie. Look at this guy, all right?
Oh,
Tiger. Tiger's the dog in the back seat. And when the woman hops in with Tiger, the driver says the dog couldn't be but 6, 7, 8 months old. It's a young dog. Still kind of looks like a puppy a little bit. And she goes, why are you taking him to the vet? What's going on? And the lady goes, putting the dog down. And the driver's like, you're putting the dog down? He just looks like a puppy. Yeah, I can't handle him. I can't take care of him right now. I'm going to put the dog down. Oof. What do you do as an Uber driver in that moment?
I will take your dog, miss.
Would you? Would you come home and your wife's like, what do you got there, Josh?
She was going to kill it. I had no choice.
You got a new dog, and you're hanging out at the house. Rigby probably is not going to like this new company. I'm sure. He wants the attention all to himself at the household there. You'd take the dog home 100%, Josh?
100%.
C-Lane, would you bring that dog back? You got a kid. You already got Lexi at the house. You got one dog to take care of.
Lexi
or is that dog R.I.P.?
Lexi would not be pleased. I would probably find somewhere to rehome the dog.
I think I would, too. I think I would bring the dog back here, bring it into the studio, do a show the next day, and wait until we could find somebody who would adopt the dog. Because that seems so messed up. Now, while you're doing some judging, and I know you are over there, a lot of people are chiming in with what they would do. Freak.
First off, I don't think you've mentioned whether or not the dog in ill shape.
No, it's a healthy young dog.
She just said she couldn't take care of it anymore.
She said she couldn't take care of it. Neural Freak on Twitter says 100% I would save that baby. Kurt said, wouldn't the vet refuse that? No, I believe you can walk in with a perfectly healthy dog and say, I want this dog put down, and I believe the vet will do it. I think they will.
Because technically that's more ethical than leaving it in a potentially neglectful situation.
Yeah, it's brutal. I mean, it's brutal to even think about it. Alicia says some vets will refuse. That's how my parents got one of their dogs. What would you do in this situation? I want to hear from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. And while you're judging, I want to let you in because I guess the conversation went a little further with this Uber driver. The Uber driver said, well, why are you putting the dog down? It's such a cute little puppy. It's a young dog. And the woman said she was in an abusive relationship and she was ending things. And the guy had given her the dog as like a gift to try to keep the relationship going. She didn't want it, didn't ask for it, couldn't take care of it, didn't have a place for it. But the person was a terrible human being and just got this dog and gave it to her. So, I guess there was some reason. I wish people in those circumstances would post on Nextdoor, post on post wherever you can online and try to find a home for the dog before anything else.
Yeah.
This person wasn't in great shape, I think. I mean,
No.
She said she wasn't able to take care of the dog physically or financially. She was living out of a hotel, working 12-hour shifts, and when the hotel found out about the dog, they threatened to kick her out and charge her extra money she couldn't afford.
Jesus. So she was in a really bad spot, to say the least there. Zach said, I can't imagine a vet putting down a perfectly healthy dog. I know you say that, but I think that they can. I think the dog is considered property. And, like was said before, I think sometimes they go, what are we going to do, send the kid back? I know if you went into a doctor's office with a human being and you said, I'd like to put this kid down, he's a real pain in the ass. They tend to
I always
go
get
against
looks.
that.
I get really bad looks.
So what are my options here, Doc?
I said, Christopher, are you back again? Come on. He's getting up there. He's doing just fine. It's Father's Day, for God's sake.
There are no federal laws that specifically prohibit euthanizing healthy animals. 49 out of 51 U.S. states have some kind of laws. Do we get a new state that I didn't know about?
Are we counting Puerto Rico?
Regulating.
Maybe.
I don't know if we might be counting Washington, D.C. Laws regulating the euthanasia of animals. Only licensed veterinarians, for instance, are permitted to euthanize animals.
Oh, God, that's brutal. But this dog is okay, just for the record. Nobody freak out. The dog is doing just fine.
Thank God.
Carter on YouTube says, was the Uber passenger Kristi Noem, which is the politician that wrote that book about old yellering her dog. She's like, the dog acted up, so I blew his face off. Had to do what I had to do. And you go, I don't know if that's a manly move. If you tell me
should borrow
you
the gun from Kim Jong-un.
If you tell me you went into the woods and a bear attacked you and you fought back and you shot the bear and blew its head off, I'm like, damn.
Pretty
But
cool.
if you tell me,
first off, if
you shot your turtle,
if you blew its head off, what weapons are you?
One of them cool
what are you
Elmer
arming
Fudd
yourself
guns?
with?
Don't worry about it. What are you, a cop?
What are those things? Was that elephant gun? What's the Elmer Fudd gun? Where the end doesn't
blunderbuss?
Yeah, is that where the end goes outward?
Yeah, that's a blunderbuss.
Yeah, those. That's what I want.
You know the name of that?
I'm a big blunderbuss fan.
I would like that. If somebody robbed Josh's house and he pulled the blunderbuss on them, and you shoot them and it just leaves a shadow. There's nothing left of the human being. They just completely evaporate.
That is comical looking. I am looking at the Google image search of blunderbuss.
Let me see this. Hang on, I'll bring it up. Blunderbuss.
Yeah, it's like in the cartoons where just the eyeballs and a shadow are left.
Yeah, everything else is gone. The end of it is like a megaphone.
Yeah.
It
looks like you're going to pull the trigger in here. Oh,
that's the funniest gun, isn't it? If somebody broke in my house and they're like, "Listen, MFer, enough's enough. We're robbing you. We're tired of you in this neighborhood," and then they pulled a blunderbuss on me, I laugh so hard. You could kill me with a blunderbuss. Still laughing, just still enjoying times. Okay, quick break. We have to talk about this new tool that could save your life, and it's not blunderbuss related.
Oh.
Though it's honestly, it's kind of similar to a blunderbuss.
All right.
We'll talk about that. And as somebody who was in charge of a company that you definitely have purchased from, they definitely have products in your freezer right now, and they're definitely in big trouble. What happened? That's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio's Sunday Morning Coming Down invites you to join us for our live broadcast party to benefit Pet Rescue by Judy, Sunday, June 16th, 9 a.m. to 1 at Dolphin's Waterfront Bar and Grill in beautiful Merritt Island. For more information, go to SundayMorningComingDown.com.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Grab great gearhead gifts your dad will love, like tools, parts, and collectibles, or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop SummitRacing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends June 23rd, 2024.
Folks, we live in Central Florida. Most of us do. It's very important that your air conditioner works perfectly every single time. You rely on that AC to keep you nice and comfortable in these hot summer days. That's why I strongly suggest a call to Mills Air. Ask them about their preventative maintenance, which can detect a problem before it happens, before a breakdown occurs. Huge peace of mind you get with this preventative maintenance plan, and it's a great deal. So just ring them up. I'll give you the number in a moment. You can call them at any time and speak to a human being. Have a person answer the phone and tell you the next time they can get out there, which is very, very fast in most cases. A text can service any brand out there, so don't worry about that. And Mills Air is a Carrier Factory authorized dealer, so you can get rebates if you get a brand new Carrier unit up to $1,275 off. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today to schedule your appointment, 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Hey everyone, I'm Dante Marcatello. And I'm Jake Chapman. We're the hosts of Magic Drive Time, the only daily audio fix for Orlando Magic fans. And actually, I just realized this, Jake, one of the longest running sports talk shows in Orlando. We've been at it for 13 seasons. How is that possible?
Oh, wow. That's good stuff, Dante. And that's exactly what you'll get on Magic Drive Time each day. It's your touchstone for the latest Magic news, game previews and reviews. We've got more stats and notes than we know what to do with.
Listen to Magic Drive Time on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Michelob Ultra wants to give you the chance to watch the next Copa America match live in Orlando. Complete the entry from the QR code at participating outlets for your chance to win a Michelob Ultra grand prize of 2 tickets to the June 29th, 2024 Copa America game in Orlando, where Canada and Chile will compete. Michelob Ultra is a proud sponsor of CONMEBOL Copa America. Must be 21 or older to enter. Please drink responsibly.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class healthcare and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16 powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most intensive projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic design, immersive visuals, and cinematic audio. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Did your mobile provider just increase their prices again? Switch to Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. With Spectrum Mobile, you get unlimited talk, text, and data, plus nationwide 5G. Switching to Spectrum Mobile has never been easier. We'll pay off your phone balance up to $2,500. Stop dealing with price hikes from your cell phone company. Get Spectrum Mobile. Visit spectrum.com/itpays-to-switch for full details. Offer subject to change. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
Over at thenewsjunkie.com. You'll see
flabbergasted right now.
Why? What's flabbergasting you, Sealand?
Because you gave Josh here a simple task to call somebody.
Has he screwed it up?
And he hits me in the talk back and he goes, "Does this phone work?"
Guess what? It's still not working.
You know how to work a phone?
I know how to work a phone.
I don't think you do.
He's like, is there a special way to dial out that I'm not remembering? And I said, did you pick up what? I thought it was the stupidest question in the world. I said, did you pick up one of the lines? Like, did you hit one of the lines?
Listen.
And he
Wait,
goes,
Josh, are there phone line numbers on the board in front of you right there? Like on the board?
Yes.
All right, hit number 1.
You want the audio as well?
Yeah. There you go.
There, it's on.
How come it's not making any noise?
I don't know.
Is it in P1?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't hear it.
I
the
couldn't
phone's
tell you.
broken? Is that what's going on? That can't be the case. Is that the state of affairs at iHeartMedia?
Hit number 2.
Line 1 doesn't
Nothing.
work? Number 3. Hit number 3.
Nope.
No. All right.
Where are the phone lines?
We found a weakness in Josh's skill set here. The phones are more of a fickle beast than would have been anticipated.
I've not call screened in the better part of like 6 years, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we always have our dispatches, so we go that angle. But I was like, hey, Josh, call this guy. And it's proven too significant a task.
Let me try the other phone.
All right, yeah. Try that if you is there another one? Where's the other one?
Yeah, there's 2 phones in here.
Okay, all right, yeah, see if that works. Okay, yeah, Josh is on his way. We'll see if we can get this person on the line. It's a settle a bet kind of moment here on the show. And
now
we're
people
going
are
to
calling.
see what they say.
The phone lines have lit up. People trying to talk to Josh.
He can't talk to you, folks. He's not able to do it. It's like he could turn on the microphone, and he knows how to hit the commercials. But we have reached the end, the limit of his skill set. Yeah, this is as far as things go right here. So sorry if you're calling. We'll see. Oh God! All right, we're gonna get to those dispatches.
The response I got when I said, "Did you pick up one of the lines?" It goes, "Oh, that was it."
He's over there now doing something. Zephas Biker says, riveting radio content right now. Haha, just kidding. Sir, we are on the verge of it. Wait till Josh gets this phone working. That is when we're going to break into a new level of content amazingness.
Yeah.
And really break
Shut
things
your
wide
mouth.
open. Okay, we got to get to your dispatches and see what you have to say, because there's some folks who are chiming in on the show. But first, I want to tell you about somebody who is the head of one of the huge companies in America, and it's a company that you buy from almost undoubtedly. It's a company that you probably have their product in your freezer right now. It's a company called Tyson Foods, and they have just suspended their chief financial officer, or CFO, John R. Tyson, over at Tyson Foods, after he got arrested for the second time in as many years. This guy is really on one. And his last arrest was hilarious, by the way. The last time the guy from Tyson Foods, John R. Tyson, the chief financial officer, got arrested, it was because he got so drunk with his friends, he went home and he went into the wrong house and went upstairs and went into the bed. And the police were on body camera, and they're like, buddy, wake up, wake up. He's like, what? And you see this guy, hammered out of his mind, had gone to the wrong house and fell asleep in this poor person's bed. And now he got, I believe, a DUI, driving while intoxicated, DWI, in Arkansas, and now he's out at the company. You had it all, buddy. You were born into the family. You could have been super successful, and yet you screwed it all up.
Blew it.
Can't stop. Yeah, you can't stop ruining yourself. Speaking of ruining yourself, did you figure out the phones?
I got him. We'll see if I can actually bring him up or not.
I don't. Sheila, do you have any faith in this?
I have about 70% faith.
All right, let's see. Let's see if we can talk to this guy. Luke is his name. All right, is he ready?
Yes.
Luke, are you there?
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
By God, he's done it. Luke from Wildlife Busters is going to settle a bet with us here today. And we were talking at the beginning of the show about Sealand has a rat in his backyard, which he's currently battling right now.
This is what you reached out to find somebody to try and prove me wrong about the rat.
Yeah, and then I said, you guys said a rat could climb a building, and I said a rat can't climb a building, a skyscraper, a rat could climb to the top of it. And Luke has chimed in to settle the bet here. Luke, what's the answer to this? What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is, a rat can absolutely climb a skyscraper.
Oh, my God.
I told you.
Luke, we can't hear you. You're breaking up. We got to go. We got to leave.
Don't listen to him.
All it takes is a little bit of texture, and the rat can get their claws in it. They can climb right over it. So any kind of brick or stucco or stone, and they're good to go.
Even like a vinyl fence they could climb up?
A vinyl fence would be a little difficult, but they'd be able to find their way over through any kind of bush close by or tree close by, or they could dig right under it. I mean, a rat will get where it wants.
Damn. Rats find a way, huh? As far as Sealane with this rogue rat that wandered through his backyard, is the best way to handle this flamethrower, or is there an alternative that would be better?
Well, sort of calling me a flamethrower might work.
Okay, all right. So,
businessman.
What do you do? So you're from Wildlife Busters of Florida, Luke. What you go out there? Are you killing rats on the daily? What's like the daily lineup look like for you?
Well, sure, yeah. Rats are kind of our bread and butter. What we call it is vertebrate pest control. It's going to be any kind of animal pest control. Rats, squirrels, raccoons, anything that gets where you don't want it to go.
Mm-hmm. And what do you when you get one of these animals? What do? You rehome it, or like you bring it somewhere else in the wild, or you kill it?
Well, no, yeah. With rats, we're 100% fatal with rats. We use either poison or we use traps, depending on the situation, if the rat's inside or outside of a home. But yeah, with rats, we do a kill 100% of the time.
My God, Sealane, you hear this?
Yeah.
They massacre all of them that they encounter.
Yeah, exactly. He's a hero.
Yeah.
He's a damn hero.
Except to the rats. They are not fond of this guy.
They fear him.
What's the weirdest situation you've been in? You been in like any hoarder houses, Luke?
Oh, I definitely have. Yeah, I've been doing this for nearly 20 years. I've seen, worst kinds of living situations you could possibly imagine. But, yeah, I mean, I can tell you, I've been in houses that are immaculate, houses that are huge and $1 million+ houses, and they've had just as bad rat problems. So, really, the rats they don't care one way or other. If they're safe, that's all they want.
Yeah.
Do the people that compost end up getting more rats? I always heard that the composting just really brings them out from everywhere.
It does. The truth behind it, I guess the secret is that there's no shortage of rats. Rats are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They're always around. We're always close by. Orlando, Winter Park, Sandsburg, Lake Mary, you name it. That said, composting does draw rats. Any kind of bodies of water, canals or lakes or ponds, that'll draw rats. Anybody who cooks outside or if you have bird feeders, that draws rats too.
Oh, man. Anything brings them in, huh? All right. Well, we appreciate the time, Luke. Luke said he could help you out, Sealand, if you want to massacre that rogue rat in your backyard.
I'll keep it in mind, Luke. I appreciate it. You're doing the Lord's work.
There you go. Thank you, Luke.
No problem. You give me a call. Thanks, guys.
All right. Josh, did you figure out how to hang up, too?
Yeah.
You can't hang up now.
We're good. I got it.
Luke's just on the show now. Luke just he's officially joined us. We got to get him a contract or something.
I got rid of him.
All right, there he goes. Luke.
I meant to talk to him, but I hung up.
I'd like to make a statement, if you don't mind here, okay? I'd just like to make a statement. Earlier on the show, I stated that I did not believe that a rat could climb a building. I said no shot. I said a rat would not be able to climb a skyscraper. And Luke has now said that I was incorrect about that. So this happens about once a year where I'm wrong about something. This is that time. The rat question got me.
So you mean for the rest of the year, you're just going to be right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. Okay. Pretty much, yeah. I won't have many strikes. This is a rare instance of me getting it wrong. I apologize, everybody. I was wrong about the rats. I apologize mostly to the rats. I really, truly am sorry for I was unknowingly lowering my expectations of your skill set, and I don't want to do that, okay? There we go. We want to hear from you. Join us on the show today. How do you do that, you say? You go to thenewsjunkie.com. You send us a dispatch right now. In fact, we'll work some of these in. Let's see who we got. Lots of people chiming in on the rats, believe it or not. I don't know. We kind of got to the bottom of the rat thing, but here's Joseph anyway, right here.
A rat sounds like Joe Biden's snooping around somewhere, checking you out.
Oh, got him.
This just in.
There is no amount
President
of aloe.
Biden has resigned. President Biden, citing this man's dispatch, has resigned as president of the United States of America.
I love a good uncle joke.
You know what? We'll stop there. Quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from you. Your dispatches are coming up next. Plus, an excellent comment about aliens that you just have to hear. And I'll finally get to this amazing breakthrough tool that could save your life. That, I promise, is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on the Jim Colbert Show, we'll get you ready for the weekend. We talk food with Fayez Carr in Primetime Kitchen. The winner of JCS Trivia today will get tickets to see Russell Peters at Hard Rock Live or a $50 gift card to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill. Plus, your calls, texts, and dog bags.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Nasal Guard. People who suffer from allergies use Nasal Guard to prevent them. Nasal Guard's innovative gel and spray products protect you from all airborne allergens, no matter what the forecast holds. Visit Amazon, Walmart, or nasalguard.com today. Breathe better this spring. Nasalguard.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
2 nights on one stage.
Capital One cardholders can score their tickets first, right now, before anyone else. Only available while pre-sale tickets last, or until today at 1 p.m. Eastern. Add a Capital One Access Pass to your pre-sale purchase to attend an exclusive pre-concert event with a performance from New Kids on the Block. Only available during the cardholder pre-sale.
Pre-sale tickets are limited and will go fast. So visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One to buy.
Hey everyone, RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Today, buying a car is as easy as one and done. Visit just one dealership, put $1 down, and you're done. You can drive a nicer, newer car today, like the all-new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including tax and fees out the door, and save up to $8,500. So if you hate your old ride, give it the old one and done, because you could drive a nice new car for just $1 down. Check out the 2024 Mirage, 43 miles per gallon. $1 down, $219 a month, including tax and fees out the door. Still owe on your current loan or lease? One and done. Payments too high? One and done. Come and see our lifetime used cars certified and only $1 down. So ditch your old ride regardless of miles or condition. Only at my one and done sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm RC Hill, 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval. Example, stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 84 months at 5.9 APR. Offer expires July 5th, 2024. Visit rchill.com for details.
Hey everyone, I'm Dante Marcatello.
And I'm Jake Chapman.
We're the hosts of Magic Drive Time, the only daily audio fix for Orlando Magic fans. And actually, I just realized this, Jake, one of the longest running sports talk shows in Orlando. We've been at it for 13 seasons. How is that possible?
Oh, wow. That's good stuff, Dante. And that's exactly what you'll get on Magic Drive Time each day. It's your touchstone for the latest Magic news, game previews and reviews. We've got more stats and notes, and we know what to do with.
Listen to Magic Drive Time on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Leesburg, get ready for an evening of fun and excitement this Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Join us at Town Square for live music featuring the incredible Miguel Larson. But that's not all. Experience the magic of our evening market on 5th Street. Browse unique finds and tasty treats. Grab a drink, ice cream, or savory snack from one of our downtown establishments as you stroll and discover Leesburg. Mark your calendars for this Friday. Discover Leesburg. Go to Leesburg Special Events on Facebook for more info.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Sarah Silverman, postmortem tour.
But I would maybe say that crazy people are life coaches.
Friday, January 10th, Hard Rock Live Orlando. Tickets on sale now at Hard Rock Live box office at Ticketmaster.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. In office, Orlando.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
FrankGayServices.com.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
I'm Maria Konnikova.
And I'm Nate Silver.
And our new podcast, Risky Business, is a show about making better decisions. We're both journalists who moonlight as poker players, and that's the lens we're going to use to approach this entire show.
We're going to be discussing everything from high-stakes poker to personal questions.
Like whether I should call a plumber or fix my shower myself.
And, of course, we'll be talking about the election.
Listen to Risky Business on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Risky Business.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening.
My God, what have I stumbled onto? Hang out with us for a little while. Be our friend, we'll be yours, and learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. You're new and you're greatly appreciated. We love having you around. We hope you'll just contribute to the show at some point, like David here. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, and David says, iHeart Podcast listener here. Well, thank you for that, David. We appreciate you no matter how you listen to the show. The tax on tips, he says, discussing how Trump has promised if he wins the election, he will make it so tips for servers and waitresses and such are not taxable. And this person says, David says, the tax on tips has always been based on credit card tips, not cash, and this is why I always tip in cash. Legally, all of it should be reported. It's probably why the move to a cashless system has been instilled into the American populace. I digress and change subject, he says. So during a family reunion of 20 plus, we stayed in a historic house overlooking a lake. Someone put a cheap blow-up doll in my bed as a gag gift. I commended the gag as she would be a great body pillow for the night. The next day, I carried her in tow to go fishing and ride four-wheelers. I had no attachment to this blow-up doll, nor had any desire to number 4 on or in it.
Number 4?
This guy's skipping a step.
Sir, we know what number 1, going number 1, and going number 2 are.
Uh-huh.
On the show, we've come up with number 3 to describe some other thing that perhaps happens. And number 4, you got a magic trick going on. I didn't know that there was.
All at the same time.
If you do a trio, it's not possible. You can't number 1 and number 3. I don't know that could be done. Maybe some person somewhere has done it, though.
It's difficult.
I was somewhat saddened when on the last day I put her in the kitchen to be with the rest of the ladies that were in the kitchen, and they stabbed her because apparently she couldn't make a sandwich, says David. Enjoy your day, junkie and junkies. Wish you all the love that the suits despise. Love, David. Thank you, David. Appreciate you. Appreciate the email. Glad you got to spend some quality time with a blow-up doll or whatever that was all about.
Tell us about this number 4.
Yeah, what is a
Follow
number 4? What does that mean? Is that the only other things I could think of are like vomiting? You know, that would need to have some sort of name if you wanted it to, but I don't think
he didn't want
to
earwax on the doll.
No, it's gross. Who would want to do that? All right, real quick before we get into this funny.
Why did he take it fishing?
Why not? He wanted a little buddy, he wanted a pal to come along with him, and so he did it.
The juxtaposition of I took the doll fishing, but I didn't have any attachment to it.
Yeah, I didn't. I just want you to know.
You kept calling it her too.
And the more you tell me you didn't have attachment to it, the more I think maybe you had an attachment to that blow-up doll. Like maybe, and I know, new listener, you're wondering what, honestly, did I stumble on here? This is not only talk radio, but they're talking about blow-up dolls. Things move fast, okay? I teased this earlier, and we have to talk about this. Something new coming to the fire department near you, and it's called the IFEX system for firefighting operations. And I swear to you, friends, this is the coolest tool in town for these folks. They got a fire gun, but it's not a fire gun like you're thinking of because they're firefighters, of course. Now, old is this. Old is the fire department gets a call, hop in the fire truck, get the fire hose out. You spray the fire hose at the house.
Old and busted.
That's dumb. That's old school. Check this out, all right? I'll put this up on See It Now for everybody.
In Russia, they have the most powerful water gun, as this impulse firefighting gun, used by Russian firefighters, employs pulse technology to instantly extinguish fires. So it uses compressed air to propel the extinguishing agent at speeds exceeding 250 miles per hour.
It's a gun.
It's a blunderbuss.
Yeah, it's like a blunderbuss for fires. And you shoot this thing at the fire, and it knocks the fire out. I've never seen anything quite like
it. Can shoot up to 18 yards away, making it a powerful tool for rapid fire suppression.
That's cool. Firefighters got to get this thing. It's like a backpack system, too, that you wear this like backpack, like a jetpack looking thing, and you hold this blunderbuss looking thing, and bam, you shoot the fire out, which seems like it wouldn't work, but it honestly does. It looks like it works pretty well. The iFX system, again, I'll put the visual up on the See It Now section of the newsjunkie.com. Logan Paul, he has a show, a podcast that he does. It's called Impulsive, I believe. And they had a big guest. Impulsive, yes. They had a big guest this week. They were talking to former President Trump, and he was on their show. And they asked him a whole bunch of questions. One that I really liked was they said, this is a good question, actually, to ask the president. They were like, hey, Trump, do you use artificial intelligence? Do you use AI? And he goes, Trump starts telling this story about how one of his guys used ChatGPT to write a Trump speech. And he said, it was so good. I was like, give me the speech. I'm going to do the speech. I want to do the AI speech. It was beautiful. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever read. So he likes AI. And AI wrote a Trump speech, and then Trump gave the speech, I guess, or was into it. Maybe that was the one about the sharks and the batteries.
I don't know. That sounded uniquely him.
Yeah, it did. Maybe not
but
even
the
ChatGPT.
whole point of the AI is that it could generate a believable Trump speech.
I don't know that it would. If you go to ChatGPT, C-Lane.
I don't have ChatGPT.
Oh, you don't?
Give me your login.
Wow. No, it's free. I mean, I have the pro version for pictures and whatnot. But
your login is
I can't give it to you on air, for God's sake. Josh, you have it?
Yeah, I have it.
I'm guessing it won't do this. Say, can you write me a political speech that is very much like Donald Trump speaks or something like that? You know. Don't put that part. Put the Trump part in there. I think it might get locked up at Trump. I think ChatGPT might go, whoa, and like hit the brakes when you just put Trump in. Because it won't give you a photo of him. But we talked about that before. The photo thing or the picture thing might just be about, known celebrities. They don't want to do photos of them. What's it say?
Oh, it says, sure, here is a political speech written in a style reminiscent of Donald Trump.
All right,
and it's still typing.
Okay, it's still going right now? All right. Let me know when you get that. And I want to see if it is Trumpian.
Oh, my God, it's so long.
Is it still going?
Yes. Okay, it just ended.
This just sounds presidential. It doesn't sound like Trump.
Are you kidding me?
You got. I want to hear what yours says. I want to hear what yours says, Josh. In just a second, let's go to this Impulsive interview with Trump, and they asked him about aliens, and it got kind of weird.
I said,
who is it? That's Joe Biden wanting to do an interview. So I've met with pilots
like that rat joke.
Beautiful Tom Cruise, but taller.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Handsome, perfect people. Sir, there was something there that was round in form and going like 4 times faster than my super jet fighter plane.
UFO, he's talking about.
I look at these guys, and they really mean it.
Yeah.
And am I a believer? No, I probably
He doesn't believe.
Can't say I am. But I have met with people that are serious people that say there's some really strange things that they see flying around out there. And, if you go to Nevada and you look at that little section of where where they go to look at the aliens.
He doesn't know what it's called.
Area 51.
When they go to look at the aliens.
We'll call it Alienville. He doesn't know what it's called.
They go to clap the alien butt cheeks.
Where they think all the aliens are landing. That, you know, it's one of, I think it's maybe the number one tourist attraction in the United States.
Roswell? Yeah. Okay. Well, let me tell you something.
Roswell?
The former president is wrong here. Roswell or Area 51 or any of these, those are not the number one tourist attractions in the United States.
Can't even go there.
Bigger, in fact, than Disney World.
Yeah, but Disney brings in millions and millions of people, and this guy thinks, well, I think it's the number one tourist attraction in the United States of America. I think there might be like a big ball of yarn that gets more tourist traffic. Now, do people go to Roswell? Yes. Are there like truck stops and fun places with a bunch of little gadgets and gizmos? Yes. But it is not the biggest tourist destination in the United States.
Yeah. Roswell. I think it's the number one. It's the lines of people waiting. You have no idea how many times I'm asked that question.
But don't you have access to that information?
I have access, and I speak to people about it. I've had actually meetings on it, and they will tell you there's something going on.
Ooh.
When they say things are going 4 times faster than my beautiful top-of-the-line airplane that goes, real fast.
With no identifiable propulsion.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Right?
These things are creating their own gravity fields, allegedly.
Well, they have people.
Why do you say
that are very
allegedly
smart.
like you think you're going to get sued for saying this? Yeah, that wasn't.
The aliens may get me.
That wasn't like, allegedly like I don't believe it. That's the kind of allegedly you throw in when you think, this is going to come back and bite me in the ass.
Yeah, if you say like that guy beats his wife, allegedly he beats his wife. He doesn't want to offend the aliens.
They have their own
here.
gravity
and very
fields,
solid
allegedly.
have said they believe there is something out there. And, it makes sense that there could be. I've never been convinced, even despite that.
Get ready for the ultimate pivot here, okay?
For some reason, it's not my thing. But a lot of people believe that it's true. A lot of very good, solid people believe it's true.
What? And you
I know there are illegal aliens out there, but those are the ones that come through the border.
Jesus.
What a pivot. What a pivot. He managed to turn it into border talk. He did it. There he is. Okay, we want to hear from you. Join us with a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us your comments right now. Let's check in with a couple of people. Here is Jazzy Josh.
Sean, if someone breaks into your house and points a blunderbuss at you, you should be afraid, because you know what a blunderbuss is shaped like that for, right? It's so you can fill it full of nails or rocks or glass or whatever you could find, and then shoot it all. So, yeah, it's actually pretty terrifying.
Yeah, I don't want to get anywhere near it, but it would just be funny if somebody pulled that on you in terms of just the hilariousness of the optics of a blunderbuss on the streets.
Like if somebody pointed a pistol at me, I would probably be rather frightened. But if it was a blunderbuss, I think I would be confused.
Can you imagine some Bloods and Crips at it on the streets, and one of them pulls out his 9, and the one goes, "What the hell is that?" And he pulls out his blunderbuss.
It would be like that old viral video of the street fight that's about to go down, and one of the dudes gets in a karate stance and is ready to act because he's actually trained in some form of martial arts, and everybody, all the other people on the other side are like, what the hell is going on?
What do we do now? What do we do? How do we respond to this? Here's Kenny's a girl with a dispatch about rats.
Hey guys, great show.
Thank you.
So much to say today. So I left my dogs out one day. They were going crazy barking. When I went over to see what they were barking at, there was a mouse stuck to my house about 6 feet up. Clinging, to save his life. I believe mice can climb. Thanks for the show yesterday with the 21-second rule. Now I'm timing all my peas.
Okay.
I clocked in at 41 seconds yesterday. I thought it was impressive. And I am
41 seconds? What is this, a league of their own? What's Jesus Christ?
That is impressive.
That's a long stream, Kenny's a girl. That's very, very impressive, actually. Well, let me just let her finish.
Server, and we pay taxes on our sales, not our tips.
All right.
Like I said, great show, guys. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate you. You could be up next. We want to hear your lovely, beautiful, fantastic voice. And it's just one little move away from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie with an IE on the end.com, and you'll see where you can hit record and send us a dispatch right now. When we come back, the next episode with the one and only Joshua Fowler.
What?
He's ready to go. He's prepared. I've seen him getting peppers ready, peppers ready to go. And he's got the stories for you. That's going to be followed up by This Week in Florida as we roll on into Friday.
What?
Yeah, that's happening too. And that's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And on this Friday afternoon, we're going to top out at 92 degrees. Look for a 30% chance for a thunderstorm, although most of the action, unlike days past, will be far south and west of Orlando. So if you're driving down I-4 toward Tampa, it'll be a different world. It looks to be stormy there this afternoon. This weekend, just a 20% chance for a little bit of storm activity, so keep eyes to the sky, but an optimism on this Father's Day weekend for outdoor activities.
This report is sponsored by Early Learning Coalition of Osceola County.
Want to give your child a learning experience that's free, fun, and gets them ready for their future? The voluntary pre-kindergarten program is your answer. It's available at no cost to any 4-year-old child residing in the state of Florida. Visit our website at elcosceola.org. That's elcosceola.org.
Rise and shine, honey. We don't want to miss our flight.
Our flight is in 7 hours. And we have TSA PreCheck with our Navy Federal flagship credit card.
TSA PreCheck? Getting my bugle through security will be so much easier now.
Learn how you can earn up to 3 times points on travel with the flagship credit card at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322.
Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16 powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most intensive projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic design, immersive visuals, and cinematic audio. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
For over 15 years, Floridians have trusted the physician-led team at MD Now Urgent Care for high-quality health care. From injuries and illnesses to school and sports physicals, MD Now Urgent Care is here to get you back to better. Find a location near you at mdnow.com and use their convenient web check-in today.
It's a shot and a goal, Torhaldsen!
Orlando City is back at home in 2 weeks as your Lions take on LAFC on Saturday, June 15th at 7:30 p.m., presented by Walt Disney World. Tune in on FM 96.9 The Game and watch on any device on the Apple TV app. What's a Walt Disney World thrill feel like? There's only one way to know. Go. Come experience an amazing collection of thrills, soaring, roaring, and blasting through all 4 Walt Disney World theme parks. For more information, visit disneyworld.com/thrills.
ePass presents the romantic comedy travel experience of the summer.
Margaret, I love you.
And I love saving on Florida toll roads with ePass.
You'll fall in love with convenient roadway electronic toll payments all over again. Plus, you can qualify to win $100 in tolls. Go to getepass.com and sign up for a free ePass sticker. You'll be entered to win one of our daily giveaways of $100 in tolls now through June 16th. Choose ePass. Expect savings. Get details and rules of the contest at getepass.com.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit. 800-961-5544. 800-961-5544.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the news.
Florida on the way as well. And then you're right after that. We're waiting for you on a beautiful, beautiful day here for you to join the show with your dispatches at thenewsjunkie.com. Right now, Josh, he looks ready to go. He seems ready to go.
Oh, do I?
Are you ready to go?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV. You can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Oh, I'm a pretty girl.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with
me. Yeah. Next episode is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy, Don.
That's right. That Mortgage Guy, Don, going to help you out when you go to buy a new house or refinance, whatever you got to do in the mortgage world. It's a complicated area, and a lot of people think they could do it themselves, but odds are you can't. You need an expert. You need That Mortgage Guy, Don. So go over, and he and his crew will help you out and help you navigate the world of all things to do with mortgages on thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat.
Your quote with That Mortgage Guy, Don.
Did that die? What happened to the song?
There may have been two of us pushing the same button.
Oh.
So it goes. We're both on top of it. This woman right here.
Shakira.
Nailed it. She says she's not thinking about dating post-divorce, but she is open to flings. So
okay.
Give me a call, Miss Shakira. I'm not available, but we'll talk about it. We can work something out. You may remember she got divorced. I think he was a soccer star, because she noticed the jelly jar level was different when she got back from vacation.
And he doesn't like jelly.
Yeah, so she knew some other broad was in there eating her jelly.
I saw somebody talking about Shakira's lyrics the other day. And they were like, when I first saw Shakira's lyrics, I knew she just hit differently. And what's her line about my breasts?
Lucky that my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains.
It's a great line.
It always stuck out to me.
It's a great line. It's like, it's a sweet way of...
What? Whoa, what? Wait, what did you just say?
Sweet way of phrasing things. Yeah, it seems nice.
Good for her. Anyway, yeah, she's open to flings, doesn't want to commit to anything serious, wants to focus more on her kids at the moment. You mentioned Donald Trump going on Impulsive this week.
Yeah.
In addition to his weird rambling about Area 51 and Roswell, he is also praising Logan and Jake Paul's boxing careers as saying they are legit fighters.
Wow.
And he asked if they even considered fighting each other. And they said they might if the fight with Mike Tyson doesn't go through.
Yeah, I mean, that's not surprising to me. That's it's just a moneymaker that they have ready to go when they need it. I think it's interesting. Trump hung out with them and did that, they said, because he launched his TikTok account, and Trump's now super focused on building his TikTok account, which seems like such a weird thing for him to focus on, but I guess he wants some followers over there.
Hey, good for him. And he remarked that they could try to book an interview with Joe Biden, but it would probably never happen. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
This guy right here.
That is
working on a weekend like usual.
Oh, Drake.
Yep, Drake is showing off his new $200,000 armored apocalypse super truck.
Must be
he
nice.
bought just to drive around his brand new house in Texas that he spent $15 million on.
Jesus.
This guy's just shelling out cash lately.
Look at this thing. It almost looks like a damn Cybertruck or something.
And I thought it was, but apparently it's not.
No, it's because it's got more windows and stuff, it's just different. So it's kind of cool though.
Yeah, it's a custom built super truck by Apocalypse Manufacturing. Go figure. They put a Hemi Hellcat V8 engine in there.
Whoa, Sealine's got a Hemi, I think.
Not
right?
a Hellcat though.
Not a Hellcat.
You don't know if it's a Hellcat or not. All right. Yeah.
What makes it a Hellcat?
They put it in a what is it? A Challenger, I think, or a Charger.
Oh, damn. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Full-time 4-wheel drive, armored and riveted doors. And then the interior, I think there's a picture there as well. It's a Siberian Tiger.
All right.
Yeah, they claim it's real.
No way. They're claiming the Siberian tiger stuff is real?
They're claiming it's real Siberian tiger skin on the seats.
Also, why does it matter that the doors are riveted? That's a weird feature.
Oh, just for protection or something.
Yeah, it looks like those are bulletproof panels.
Yeah.
And then they riveted those on there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can see that. It's pretty sick. Anyway, apparently it has the ability to ramp launch 10 feet off the ground.
Excuse me?
Ramp launch. I think that
mean?
means it can jump itself.
Why not just say
jump?
It says ramp launch on here.
All right, let me see what that
This is what the manufacturer says. 10 feet off the ground, and they said they tested it 50 times to make sure it actually worked.
All right.
So there you go. He can jump his truck around his $15 million ranch in Texas.
I can't even find a definition for ramp launch. I can't even find what that
just made it up. You're not rich enough. You want to get
probably. Yeah, I need to get one of these things, though.
Yeah, you do. Pope Francis met with Hollywood's biggest comedians at the Vatican for some reason. They said the powwow was to, quote, establish a link between humor and Catholicism.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. There has been a link between humor and Catholicism. It just hasn't been a very good one for the Catholicism
it's
side.
Not funny on there.
It's a very, very one-sided link here.
It's funny for the rest of us. You had Jimmy Fallon, Chris Rock, Whoopi Goldberg, Stephen Colbert, Conan O'Brien, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus, among others, hanging out with the Pope to make Catholicism funny again or something.
All right. That's good. That's good.
This lady right here...
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez was was spotted hanging out at Ben Affleck's
I
new
don't care
rental
what the
this
story
week.
is. I'm glad we got to hear the song.
I knew
If she
that'd
would
be
have
a
done
fun
that,
one.
her arena tour would have been all sold out.
Oh,
if she
my
would have
God.
performed
Easily. She was spotted hanging out at Ben Affleck's rental home that I guess he has now to get away from her the other day, along with Jennifer Garner. And then she left at 10 p.m. and they did not hang out overnight. So the speculation is that divorce might be a coming for Bennifer yet again.
Damn.
I know, right?
Brutal.
I think he's kind of tired of her putting a spotlight on him all the time.
You know, Ben Affleck just seems miserable sometimes.
He does. He really does.
He just wants to drink his Dunkin' and smoke cigarettes on the street corner.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
I don't know what's going on with him, but he doesn't like attention, and he's an actor. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't like attention super much, and I'm a radio host. But it's just it seems different in his case. I'm not as miserable as he is. I'm super happy. Just so you know. Mm-hmm.
Rob Kardashian says he can't see anymore.
Oh my God!
Can't three.
Yes, he can't three anymore. He's shooting blanks. All this came up because Chloe was asking him to be a sperm donor for one of her friends.
Wow. Okay.
And she kept pushing the subject, and he kept telling her, I cannot physically do that. I cannot help you with the sperm donor for your friend Malika.
I got to tell you, that's a weird thing to ask if your partner starts asking you to be a sperm donor for a third party. I think that's a little strange.
Well, his sister was asking him to do it.
That's even weirder.
Even weirder.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that.
And she was like, come on, you guys already banged the one time. What's one more?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Like, I think if somebody wants to step up and do that, that's totally fine. And I think it's actually laudable. But for me in particular, like if there's little versions of me out there, like, you know, Dylan, there actually is one, and a son in his 20s, but I want to take care of them and like have some sort of part in their life. I wouldn't want there just to be a mystery one out there that that I didn't have any connection to. It seems weird to me. It's a little bit about me. All right. Just wanted to tell you that.
Wow.
Thank you. That was very insightful, actually.
Very informative. I learned so much.
And a gentleman from this series.
Bachelor.
Bachelor in Paradise.
Not Golden Bachelor, but their theme song sucked, so I went with this one. Because this is more recognizable. Jerry Turner is officially a bachelor once again in the eyes of the law because he finalized his divorce from Teresa.
That took long enough.
Yeah.
2 months from the point of filing to finalization. He is now free and clear. He spent a whole $157 when he first filed for divorce in April, and now it's all over. So Teresa can go back to being single, and he can find another sugar mama, perhaps.
No matter what he does, he'll still have that voice.
Hey there.
He'll still sound like that.
I fell in love.
Ever since my wife passed away, I thought I could never love again.
I remember on that show when there was the scene and you had Golden Bachelor Man and he's in like his bed or in his bedroom and he's crying and he goes, this is the worst thing that happened since my wife died. And it's a close second. And I was like, what, buddy? Your wife, your life partner died and something that happened on a reality television show is a close second of that? I don't know.
Makes sense to me. On the boob tube this weekend and tonight, 2024 NBA Finals, Boston Celtics at Dallas Mavericks tonight on NBC. The Big Bakeover series premiere on CW. Hoffman Family Gold, whatever that is, on Discovery. Mama June from Not to Hot season premiere on Wii. And late night, bunch of repeats. And Sunday is the Tony Awards, if you care about that. 77th annual.
All right.
And that's your next episode. Thank you. God bless.
You know what I noticed? After your next episodes, Josh, there's no applause. No grandiose applause.
I'm humble.
C-Lane is so full of himself that he puts layers and layers of applause afterwards.
When did I do that?
Every single time you've done the next episode.
Really? Because I did it yesterday and there was no applause.
You forgot about it. That's the only reason it wasn't there.
No, it's because you split it into two parts and then
you didn't know I was going to split it. Oh, you did know. You did know.
The applause was loaded and we had to eject it to go to break.
Yeah. You're right. You're
so
right.
we could
Wrong again?
continue Trick or Nick.
I've never been wrong twice on a show, but here it
Banner
is.
day.
Yes, this is a banner day in a bad way for me. I'm so sorry, everybody. Well, when we come back, we will hear from you, and we'll also do This Week in Florida.
Nope, I'm not doing it. You're wrong 3 times.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm done for the day. The weekend is here for me. I'm done. I've done enough, okay? I'm done with all of this.
It's fine. We got it.
All right, back in a moment. This Week in Florida, coming up next on the News Junkie.
Displaying a level of apathy that can only be achieved through years of studying. Okay, guess you don't want to be petted. Cats. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Happy Friday. Hoping your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. The delay is southbound on the Turnpike after the exit towards Mineola and Hancock Road. A right lane is blocked. Also, both east and westbound at I-4 on Colonial Drive. There are a couple of lanes blocked there, so careful. Beside that, your usual delay I-4 eastbound approaching State Road 535. But we are clear on the Greenway and the 408. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by the new Banana Boat 360 coverage. This sun season, Banana Boat is giving you a new way to spray. Introducing new Banana Boat 360 coverage. Better control for better coverage with a reusable sprayer and refill. From sport formula to kids SPF 50+. Shop Banana Boat 360 coverage at Walmart.
Fence Outlet would like to say thank you to our customers for trusting us for 30 years.
Prepare yourself, Mount Dora, for a real radio takeover. And join us for Central Florida's best July 3rd fireworks display at Freedom on the waterfront. The Monsters in the Morning, the News Junkie, and the Jim Colbert Show will be broadcasting live from 3 different locations in the city of Mount Dora. Catch the Monsters broadcasting at Pisces Rising, courtesy of the United States Marines. The News Junkie will be live from Whiskey Kitchen. And then the Jim Colbert Show will be at Elizabeth Evans Park, courtesy of E-Pass. Join us that night at Elizabeth Evans Park with MC John Brown from Fox 35. And groove to the legendary sounds of All for One and the reggae rhythms of Inner Circle live on stage. Then the evening culminates with Central Florida's biggest and best fireworks display. Freedom on the Waterfront is free and presented by the City of Mount Dora and Real Radio 104.1. Join us Thursday, July 3rd for a Real Radio takeover of Mount Dora.
On the News Junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Friday, June 21st, join the Monsters in the Morning live from the Crimson House in New Smyrna Beach. Enjoy a breakfast buffet from Bagel King with a $5 donation or food item for UBIC Food Pantry. And get your summer off on the right foot with $20 buckets of Bud and Bud Light, event t-shirts, and live music. That's Crimson House in New Smyrna Beach, Friday the 21st. Sponsored by Bud Light, Folds of Honor Program, Camus 50th Anniversary Wine, and promos for you.
Orlando Magic Pod Squad is the Orlando Magic's flagship podcast, featuring interviews with Magic players, coaches, executives, and legends. Join me, Dante Marcatelli, along with the rotating cast of Magic personalities every Thursday during the season as we conduct deep dive interviews with Magic A-listers. This podcast is a must-listen for any Orlando Magic fan. Join the squad with the Orlando Magic Pod Squad on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sutherland makes summer awesome with 6 new Nissan models under $30K and prices as low as $19,500. Summer savings end soon, so rush to Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty.
Number RL 868137, MSRP 19760 plus taxes and fees.
If you ask anyone who's experienced LASIK, they will tell you it's the best thing they've ever done. And more often than not, they'll add, I should have done it sooner. So what are you waiting for? The Filatowski Eye Institute is offering free LASIK consultations. Just text 1041 to 868686 and start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've performed over 65,000 LASIK procedures using the latest state-of-the-art technology. If finances aren't concerned, they offer 24-month interest-free financing. Text 1041 to 868686 to schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Spectrum Internet has enough speed to handle all your needs, so you can work, game, and stream with speeds up to 1 gig. Plus, Spectrum's advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security for all your connected devices. Get Spectrum Internet with fast and reliable speeds, starting at just $29.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee. Visit spectrum.com/internet for you for full details. Offer subject to change, valid for qualified residential customers only. Restrictions apply. This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-254-5751. 800-254-5751. Again, that's 800-254-5751. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to EnduranceWarranty.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert, and I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Friday, June 21st, join the Monsters in the Morning live from the Crimson House in New Smyrna Beach. Enjoy a breakfast buffet from Bagel King with a $5 donation or food item for UBIC Food Pantry. And get your summer off on the right foot with $20 buckets of Bud and Bud Light, event t-shirts, and live music. That's Crimson House in New Smyrna Beach, Friday the 21st. Sponsored by Bud Light, Folds of Honor program, Cayman's 50th anniversary wine, and promos for you.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
moments, all the things happening in the Sunshine State as of recent and generally fairly embarrassing for the dangling participle of a state from the United States of America, that is Florida. We'll get into that momentarily, but I should tell you, if you miss any of the show today, you can always get the podcast. It's 100% free. The links are ready for you on iHeartRadio and otherwise right there at thenewsjunkie.com, so get that when you can. C-Lane, are you ready?
I am ready.
Here we go. Let's do This Week in Florida right now.
Giving you a recap of the most grown-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
That's right. The weekend is here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State, see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And, of course, on the horizon, it'll be here in no time. It's election season. And Palm Bay is gearing up for elections. They got their local elections as well. They have a mayoral race, and 3 city council seats are on the line this year. Ooh. And one of the candidates. A man that goes by the name of Michael Bruyette. Michael Bruyette,
right.
he would like your vote, and he would like you, when you vote for him, or I mean, if you vote for him, to just overlook some things in his past. He's a different man, because he, you know, and it really proves that anybody could run for office, whether you have 34 felonies under your belt or a murder conviction, which is what Michael Bruyette has. He was convicted of second-degree murder in Massachusetts back in 1986. And it's actually kind of a crazy story. I think he says he didn't mean to kill the guy, but I think a lot of murderers say that.
Yeah, they all say that, right?
Records show that a woman identified as Lisa Grimshaw told Bruyette and two other men, and this story sounds super familiar, that she had been abused by her husband. And so she persuaded Bruyette and the other men to kill her husband, stating he had a $300,000 life insurance policy she was going to share with them if they helped in the murder.
Wow.
So state officials said she drove the guys to a boat launch area where they hid, and she lured her husband out of the car with the promise of sex. And then Bruyette came and struck the husband repeatedly with a baseball bat and took his wallet.
If your wife pulls up to you, or like you're in a car or something, and your wife's like, "Hey, I'm here for the sex," so like immediately it would be suspicious. I think it just seems like, wait, what's going on? What are we doing here? That seems weird.
You actually want it?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Bruyette then struck the husband repeatedly with a baseball bat, took his wallet. The two men left his body by the riverbank before fleeing the scene, and he was arrested and pleaded guilty to both second-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. And he did his time. He got parole, and now he's in Florida, and he got his parole revoked in 2014, citing good behavior and his attendance at Alcoholics Anonymous, and he's running for seat number 3. So he says, says nobody's doing anything here in Palm Bay, and he knows what this city needs. We have nothing here for the kids, and so he would
I
like
wonder
your
if
vote.
he'll use that in his political ads, like, I murdered a guy, and now I'm going to murder this city's problems one by one. If he plays into that, memorable, might work
for him.
Yeah, he's at least got my attention.
I mean, I've heard worse political ads, but I feel like that's not the best way to go.
It's not going to help you out with the votes, you
I
don't
know,
think?
it's crazy. Speaking of voting, Rick Scott says he's not going to vote for recreational marijuana.
Boo.
Because his brother is super into drugs, and he said it all began with marijuana. It's the gateway.
Well, they're
drug.
still going with that? Man.
Yeah. That's what a lot of the opponents of the I believe it's Amendment 3. Am I wrong? Is that the what, number 3? Is that the one that is the weed? I think that's the one that we'll be voting on in Florida. And speaking of political things in Florida, this is the last one, and then we'll get to the fun stuff.
It's definitely Amendment 3.
We like banning books here in Florida. They've been really into banning books lately, and the latest one on the list is a book called "Ban This Book" by Alan Gratz.
They banned the ban book?
You got what you wanted. School
was
officials
asking for it.
have banned a book about book banning. They voted to remove the book from the shelves, overruling its own district book review committee to keep it. The children's novel follows a fictional fourth grader who creates secret banned books locker library after her school board pulled a multitude of titles off the shelves. So literally, it's a book about a person trying to get books through, get away with banned books. It's like a lot of Inception going on here.
It's the Underground Railroad of banned books.
Right.
And they said no. They said we can't do this around here.
I didn't know we had this in Cape Canaveral, but it's moving closer to Central Florida. There is a Wizard of Oz museum that just purchased some land in Kissimmee. It says more than just hopeful heel clicking is in the works, as the fan favorite Wizard of Oz museum in Cape Canaveral seeks to make Osceola County its home. The owner of the museum says he landed about 4 acres of freshly purchased property in Osceola County, and they just have like a whole bunch of Wizard of Oz stuff in there, which I think I would visit one time and probably never again.
Yeah, I deal with all museums, though. Like, I don't need to go to a museum twice.
Oh, you didn't?
Except for the one in, I forgot what it's called, but the one in Washington, D.C., which is like the huge museum.
The museum?
No, not that one.
Smithsonian?
The Smithsonian.
Natural History?
Yeah, that one's awesome. That's a cool museum. I would go there a lot of times.
Some of them you go to and they're like, sign up for a membership. And why would I want a membership to the museum? What's that getting for me?
Well, this one you would, I think. Like, there's so many cool things. And they switch stuff out all the time. Or at least that's what they say. I don't know if it's true.
What do you think, boys, is the hardest you've ever sneezed? I know, gripping question.
Yesterday.
Really?
My whole body tensed up. It hurt.
Courtney does that too. She'll be like, she has to be careful when she sneezes because she's afraid she's going to throw her back out. And I said, that's the oldest thing
buddy.
that you say.
Maybe,
possible.
Maybe Courtney needs to put the earplugs in for just a couple of seconds here.
All right.
Because a 63-year-old man sneezed so hard, his colon fell out.
No, it's impossible.
I feel bad for laughing, but
he blew out his colon. Now, there are some prerequisites to sneezing so hard that you blow out your colon.
He wins.
First things first, this man recently had abdominal surgery. And he just had the stitches removed. And so he had the stitches removed.
You think as like in a cartoon, as he was about to sneeze, he's like, oh, and he's like, it's all going to blow. No!
So he just had the stitches removed from his recent abdominal surgery, and he and his wife decided to eat breakfast at a diner afterward. Then maybe the pepper shaker got a little loose.
God, he was loaded up with breakfast too, just to make it worse.
He sneezed, and it was such a powerful one that a part of his colon spilled out from the surgery site.
Come on, man.
where the stitches were just removed from.
That's disgusting.
The man covered the shocking sight with his shirt while his wife called for an ambulance. Luckily,
just like a little kid who's putting a newspaper over the puke. Oh, hold on, my colon fell out. Just cover it with the shirt real quick.
Check, please.
Yeah.
I'll have what he's having. Luckily, it says, doctors were able to put his colon back inside his body and stitch him up with a heavy-duty thread this time.
Oh, thankfully. Why did they do that the first time?
Seems like it would have helped. The man was hospitalized for 6 days, but is recovering nicely. It says the event is very rare and usually creates complications, but miraculously, there were none with the unnamed 63-year-old sneezer. God bless you, sir.
I think the closest I haven't. That guy wins. I haven't come anywhere close to that, but I had one time. I was eating Cheerios. And I had like a full mouth of Cheerios and milk, and I sneezed, and it somehow went through the process, and it all came out my nose, all the cereal and the milk and all of it. And
I want you to tell this guy your Cheerio story. I want you to look him in the face and tell him your stupid Cheerio story. Well, one time I sneezed and milk came out my nose. Man, Cheerios everywhere.
My colon blew out.
Colon everywhere.
Oh, man.
Not something that's very fun. But anyway, we'll move on. It is Father's Day this weekend. A lot of people are going to be celebrating, observing with their fathers. Sean, you will be, I'm sure, getting a call from Dylan.
Maybe, if he remembers.
A happy Father's Day call. What, does he forget that sometimes?
No, he usually remembers. He's a good kid. He always does that stuff.
Well, there's a father-son in Brevard County that probably will not be celebrating, at least together, because a man called 911 and said, I can't believe my a-hole son shot me.
My God.
It says the February 15th shooting resulted in the 76-year-old dad suffering a gunshot graze and wound, and his friend got 10 gunshot wounds. It says the guy, the son, drove out to Brevard County, I think from another state, and just opened fire on his dad. Does not like the person.
And one of them had 10 shots fired through them?
Fired at them, yeah, 10 wounds.
I feel like you'd be just whistling in the wind at that point.
I mean,
the
fact that no one was killed is actually quite remarkable.
Yeah.
Both victims had been at the father's home setting up a pig trap that night.
As one does.
It's a different place, man. This is that small town you were looking for yesterday.
As we're doing the things that we're doing, people are blowing their colons out, and they got the pigs thing. It's all kinds of stuff happening out there.
It says they went inside to drink a beer. Then the shooter, who was wearing a ski mask, opened fire from the other side of a hurricane-grade glass pane door. Maybe that's why there wasn't as much injury as there should have been. And now, friends, we come to a segment within a segment, because I have some related stories. And whenever I have some related stories, we make a new segment, probably never going to happen again. And this one's called This Week in Things That Happened at Airports in Florida.
All right.
It's This Week in Things That Happened at Airports in Florida. It's This Week in Things That Happened at Airports in Florida. It's a very specific segment, and it will probably never end again. It's This Week in Things That Happened at Airports in Florida.
All right.
Yeah.
First, this one sounds kind of fun, and I think we've both said that we would want to do something like this sometime. But in Orlando, at Orlando International Airport, 37-year-old Ryan Welch was arrested, a Tampa man, after he used a car to smash through the fence surrounding Orlando International Airport and driving on the tarmac and having himself a good old joyride.
Ooh.
Fun, right?
That's bad. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah. Ryan Welch faces charges of trespassing, violating designated operational area of the airport, burglary of a structure with motor vehicle and structure damage, and criminal mischief of more than or equal to $1,000. The police responded around 11 in the morning at Terminal C to calls referencing an individual who smashed a vehicle through the fence, and he drove around on runways and taxiways, probably passed right by some planes. Just seems like a good time. And in Jacksonville, the man accused of stealing a truck and crashing it through a fence at Jacksonville International Airport. Almost the same exact story. Instead, this time in Duval. The man is in custody after he was accused of stealing a pickup truck, crashing it through a fence at JIA Sunday morning. The police were called to the Avis rental car return area of the Daily Garage about a suspicious person in the parking lot. The man reportedly said to police, "I used cocaine when I was in the military, but whatever I took tonight was not cocaine." That was his explanation, and that was This Week in Things That Happened at Airports in Florida.
It's This Week in Things That Happened at Airports in
Florida.
It's This Week in Things That Happened.
All right, I don't have time to hear that whole song. Last but not least, in This Week in Florida, book this man and just throw the book at him, and then more. I would say death, but I think that's a little harsh. But this guy should have the highest extent of the law just thrown at him. An 18-year-old man was arrested for domestic battery when he reportedly threw a dirty diaper at his brother during a domestic dispute.
Gross.
As someone who dealt with a very dirty diaper this very morning, I say, hang him. According to the arrest affidavit, the 18-year-old stinker butted heads with his sibling over ongoing domestic issues. Police said the person was paralyzed but ambulatory by using his upper body, is accused of damaging walls inside the home during an argument with his brother. The perpetrator allegedly started to display aggressive behavior towards his sibling and an unarmed witness. Police noted remnants of the diaper were seen on the front porch as well as the victim's stomach. Throw him in jail. Lock away the key. That's it for This Week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane. Quick break. Back with more next. We got to talk about a typo on the Chiefs Super Bowl ring. We got to talk about whatever you have on your mind.
Did the Chefs win the Super Bowl?
It could be. And a fan runs into a judge, and we'll see what happens. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Happy Friday. Hoping your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. The delay is southbound on the Turnpike after the exit towards Mineola and Hancock Road. A right lane is blocked. Also, both east and westbound at I-4 on Colonial Drive. There are a couple of lanes blocked there, so careful. Beside that, your usual delay I-4 eastbound approaching State Road 535. But we are clear on the Greenway and the 408. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Gatorland.
Gatorland knows you need more animals, more gators, and more fun. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less with $17.50 admission now through the end of June. We know what you all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss.
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
And more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, starting today at 2 p.m. Eastern.
At AXS.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322.
Hey, homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious. Your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at centomoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-254-5751. 800-254-5751. Again, that's 800-254-5751. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Dante Marcatello.
And I'm Jake Chapman.
We're the hosts of Magic Drive Time, the only daily audio fix for Orlando Magic fans. And actually, I just realized this, Jake, one of the longest running sports talk shows in Orlando. We've been at it for 13 seasons. How is that possible?
Oh, wow. That's good stuff, Dante. And that's exactly what you'll get on Magic Drive Time each day. It's your touchstone for the latest Magic news, game previews and reviews. We've got more stats and notes, and we know what to do with.
Listen to Magic Drive Time on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better, unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16, powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most intensive projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic design, immersive visuals, and cinematic audio. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Sarah Silverman, Postmortem Tour.
But I would maybe say that crazy people are life coaches.
Friday, January 10th, Hard Rock Live Orlando. Tickets on sale now at Hard Rock Live box office at Ticketmaster.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
While some streaming companies keep raising their prices, the iHeartRadio app is still free. And free never sounded so good. Thousands of radio stations from all over the country playing your favorite music, 500,000 podcasts, thousands of playlists for every mood, over 100 commercial-free music channels, and over 100 million songs to fill your favorite playlist. Download the always free iHeartRadio app and start listening now.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is
And shouts out to all the great dads out there. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Because Sealand's a new dad, that's true. Josh, as far as I know of, is not a dad as of this moment.
We don't know.
Now. But could be some stragglers. Yeah.
Oh, he's a sweet boy.
Yeah. And all the good fathers out there deserve, the little bit of cheers, a little bit of hoorah every now and then. And today's the day to do that, I guess. So to the bad dads, nothing. You get nothing. You get nothing, and you shall leave right now.
You lose. Good day, sir.
We'll hear from you today on the show. You can join us. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. That's what we call them. You don't have to wait on the phones. Your time's important, so is ours. So just go over and record it on your phone whenever you get something that comes to mind that you want to talk about over at thenewsjunkie.com. Quick note.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I've noticed in the last couple of days, because I've been watching this new series, and in a movie, and a bunch of other things that we watched recently, I've picked up on something that happens in movies, and I'm like, is this real life or is this just a movie trope? What I've seen multiple times happening is a character will be taking medication, and they'll take their pills, and they'll just toss them in their mouth and like raw dog them. And I said, do people actually do that?
Some people do.
Really?
Dry swallow.
I've done it like one time.
It's hard.
I still have to if I'm doing it though, I don't even know if I dry swallow or I'm just trying to make enough saliva to get it down there.
I have never done this in a single day in my 43 years on planet Earth. I've never done that. I've never seen anybody do that.
You know who I noticed did it?
Who?
Anthony Bourdain.
Really?
Yeah, I was watching.
Just raw dog medicine?
I was watching his documentary, and at one point, he's in the kitchen or something, and he just grabs like a couple aspirin and just tosses them back and swallows them without anything. And I'm like, damn, that is hardcore.
Yeah.
That guy is hungover.
Yeah, you'll be hurting. Usually it's like in the movie, and somebody will go, oh, I got to take my medicine. And they'll grab like 2 or 3 pills and they'll toss them in their mouth and they'll just dry swallow them. And I go, I think I would immediately start choking if I did that. Or I'd feel like a lump in my throat as these dry pills were making their way down. Of course, when I start the day, I take about 500 of them. Not 500. I'll try not to exaggerate.
400.
I take about 8 pills to start the day.
I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, I'm just one below you.
I take
how
2.
many of yours? Like Courtney will tell me in the morning. She'll be like, "I'll get your witchcraft ready," and she'll get all my fake ass pills ready because not a single one is prescription. I just started taking things like vitamins for particular things, or fish oil, or stuff for my liver, and I just kept adding on to it, and more and more thin out B12, and so every morning I take like 8 or 9 pills, all of them just regular stuff, nothing that's like a prescription. And so for me, I put them all in my mouth at once, and then I just use the water to swallow them down. I was like, who could ever do it without that? I could not do that. Jeff says my son and I could take pills without any water. That's so strange to me, but there you go. I was banned for a joke on Twitch. Says 8 genital excitement pills is an overdose, Sean. It's not for that. I'm telling you, it's like, no, I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to tell you the pills I start my day with because it's embarrassing. I'm going to leave it at that, okay?
It's okay to not be okay.
I guess I'm not. I tried to work a couple of them out.
He takes his B12, his sildenafil. It's good. It's fine.
I don't even know all the things that I had. I was trying to mention them. C-Lane's responsible for 2 of them. Because C-Lane's like, for your liver, you should take fish oil.
Milk thistle.
No, milk thistle.
And milk thistle.
Fish oil is for your cholesterol.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I started taking both those, and I'm like, I don't know. It seems like things are better. My blood test came back good. Maybe I just keep taking
my
these
liver
things.
numbers were great last blood test.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, man. If you're good to go, then everybody's good to go. That's the way I feel.
Okay, buddy.
That's the barometer.
I'm not the one having 6 shots of whiskey a night.
Don't come down on me. I told you that in privacy.
You said it on the air.
But I had 6 shots, so I forgot. It's just kind of washes it out. It's like the Men in Black zapper every single night is what I'm trying to do to myself. Okay, we want to hear from you with your dispatches, and we will get to those momentarily. The Chiefs, their Super Bowl rings, they've just given these out, and they appear to include a typo. C-Lane saying, were they chef's Super Bowl rings? It wasn't that bad, fortunately. But when I saw the story of this, it had me looking at their Super Bowl ring. And you know how if you say a word over and over and over again, it starts to feel like the word is fake? Like,
yes.
And the word falls apart.
I used to do that when I was a kid.
Yeah, and so I'm doing that, and I'm looking at this Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl ring, and I'm like, oh, that's how you spell world, right? Yeah, that's how you spell world. Okay, they got that one right. And then I'm like, oh, they screwed up champion. And I'm like, no, I think that's how you spell champions. And I'm just trying to go over everything I could see on the ring to figure out where the typo is on this thing. And I guess it's not quite as bad. It's impressive. They even did like a little video for this thing. It's a big-ass ring, 529 diamonds on the Chiefs Super Bowl ring, 38 rubies, 1 back-to-back champion, they say.
That's wild.
And they show this whole ring, and everybody on the team gets one, as well as office people, but I think they might get a different ring.
I would hope that there's a less expensive, because I think they all have to pay for them themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think they're just given the ring.
No, they just like kind of give you access to it, probably. Maybe, I don't know. This
Where's
is the
typo?
Right here with the typo. And I was like, United. Oh, that's United's right. That's spelled right. The team, I think it says the Dolphins, Miami, it's got their schedule, and it's got the people that they played, and then their score that they won by. And it says Miami 7th seed, but Miami was actually a 6th seed.
Ooh.
And somebody screwed up. Somebody dropped the ball. It's on the inside of this massive ring. I don't know if this was before they actually went to the engraver and got all the work done.
Yeah.
But
part of me is like, it's inside the ring. Nobody's ever going to see it.
Yeah,
if you're wearing it, who cares? But the other part of me goes, how much did this ring cost? It better be.
Oh, my God.
It better be right.
How much do you think these cost? Like, is it 50 grand? No.
$4,500.
Is it
No
really? That's
way,
not
dude.
bad.
Oh, no, I'm guessing.
Oh.
There's no way. It's
Okay.
got to be at least 50.
All right, hang on. Let me see. Chiefs Super Bowl ring cost. There's no way it's under $5,000. Oh, here it is. 14.8 carat rings, 529 diamonds, like I said, and 38 rubies cost $40,000 each.
Right on.
Like I said, $40,000.
You did not say that. You're not gaslighting me into this. You said 4,000 something. $40,000. And if they make everybody pay for that, well, if they don't make everybody pay for that, that's expensive to buy all those for the staff and the team players
They
and
have
stuff.
the money.
They do. They are a football team, and they did just win the Super Bowl. Win on YouTube says all the players get the ring. Yeah, I know that. I know that the players all get it, but I think the people in the front office also get them.
Towel
But
boy, water boy.
Yeah, I would not care in the slightest about that. I would not care if my ring had it's the wrong seed number for the Dolphin. No, look at this thing. It's blinging. It's cool. It's very, very nice. So there you go. Check that out. Actually, I'll put it up on the See It Now section of the News Junkie app as soon as we get a chance to do that. Right now, let's hear from you. This is your opportunity. You get to join us on the show. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Here goes, let's see, Ash Bomb with a first-time dispatch, or so they say. We're going to hear from Ash Bomb. Hold on, let me bring this back. I didn't have it up. My fault.
Hey, News Junkies.
Hey.
Happy Friday, you mother.
Whoa.
I'm not going to say it.
Thank you.
Love when the three of you are on. Like the Three Stooges. Just got to decide which one's Larry, which one Curly, which one's Mo. I don't know.
I want to be the coolest one.
I think Josh is Curly.
Is that
Yeah.
the bald one?
No, you got all that hair. You're the curly-haired guy. Is it Curly because he's got curly hair?
I would assume.
Oh, my God. I'm out of my depth.
I don't know about
the
that.
Three Stooges. Yeah. It's like, all I know is, Three Stooges is like, whoop, 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 you know.
No,
It's always
Curly
that.
had the shaved head.
Oh, did he? It was like a joke?
Mo had the bowl cut. And what was the other one's name? I forgot.
Larry.
Larry had the curly hair.
Mo, yeah.
And then there was Shimp, the fourth stooge.
And there was Lil Mo with the gimpy leg.
Yeah,
he was along with him
Cliff.
as well. Here is funny name with a dispatch. It says dispatch stop stick.
Hey guys, happy day. I have been the dispatch that stopped stick the show. It's great to hear somebody else do it. Thank you for playing that one.
You're shipping that off to somebody else for a moment. We got Possum Lady. She's talking about possum PSAs.
Hey, News Junkies.
She has one.
This is my first dispatch.
Thank you,
Love
Possum
you
Lady.
guys. Just wanted to bring you a PSA, a possum service announcement.
Mm-hmm.
A couple facts about possums. They're actually really good to have around because, one, it's actually a myth that they carry rabies. They do not carry rabies.
Okay, that's good.
And also, they eat ticks and roaches. So they're actually really good to have around. They prevent the spread of Lyme disease and keep those roaches out of your house. So just wanted to let y'all know.
Thank you, Possum Lady. Great dispatch. This is what we need from folks. I love when the experts come forward and tell us things. And that was awesome. We appreciate the information. And now,
Awesome possum dispatch.
I'm not going to ever do anything bad to a possum because if it eats roaches, it is fine by me. I like it if it eats roaches. I'll take a bunch of possums and a bunch of bats in my backyard.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, bats are probably only surpassed by what are the birds that they have at Disney World to get rid of the mosquitoes? Because bats can annihilate mosquito populations. Oh, you guys don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Google
mosquitoes.
Yeah, birds that eat mosquitoes, Disneyland. They have specific birds that they have at the Disney parks, and they're in these weird-looking nests made out of these like plastic tubes. And whatever kind of birds they are, they annihilate mosquitoes. I'm not making this up.
Purple martins?
Yeah, purple martins. That's it. There's a purple martins, and they purposely put them at the theme park so that there would be no mosquitoes. And
There's other tactics that they seem to use, according to Business Insider.
Like what? What do they do?
It says Disney World in Florida has an extensive mosquito prevention and monitoring program. The park's anti-mosquito tactics have included using garlic spray and mosquito-eating chickens.
Wow.
Oh, sentinel chickens.
Okay, so they just put the chickens out there. Chickens start annihilating these things. The purple
Have you ever
martins
seen a chicken at Disney World?
They're in the surrounding area, in the swamplands.
Yeah,
there's a barrier of chickens to keep the mosquitoes from
you
crossing.
put up a chicken fence to keep the mosquitoes out. It's pretty simple.
That would be so great if you got right to the edge of Disney property and you see this just massive grouping of chickens out there, just all just waiting. That would be a sight to see. All right, quick break. We're running behind. When we come back, we'll get into jury duty. I'll still get into this fan that had an interesting interaction with a judge, an A-plus exchange, if you will. And people are getting sick when they go to the Grand Canyon. What's happening? Why are all these people getting sick?
A long way for the puke to go.
We will get down to the bottom of this mystery. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
I lost the power in the bedroom years ago, and I don't.
We gotta take it back, Russ.
I don't think I'm ever going to get it back.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
After being spurned by Dan Hurley, the Lakers are turning their attention to J.J. Redick, but can he even handle the job? He's got no coaching experience. And what would his staff look like? 4 teams have already hired staff this offseason. The draft's only 2 weeks away. There's free agency. The Lakers have so many questions up and down their roster. LeBron's hiding the truth with this Lakers franchise. They're a mess. I'm Colin Calvert.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Fixing your car or repairing things around your house sure isn't getting any cheaper. And that's why there's Everything Brakes for Home and Auto. For less than $1 a day, get automotive repair coverage with free roadside assistance, free towing, and free rental cars. Add home protection too, and cover major home systems, appliances, and electronics. Bundle home and auto and save even more. Call now and qualify for one of our bonus coverages, like 1 year of free car coverage, 1 year of free electronics coverage, or 4 months of free home warranty coverage. There's one number to call and one company handling your claims from start to finish. That's Everything Brakes. Get your free quote today. Call 855-865-SAVE. 855-865-SAVE.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Savings vary according to plan, age, or condition of vehicle or home repairs needed. Coverage not available in all states. Service fees, limitations, and exclusions apply. Go to everythingbrakes.com/terms for details. Call 855-865-SAVE, online at everythingbrakes.com.
Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16, powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most intensive projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic design, immersive visuals, and cinematic audio. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics, plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Hey everyone, RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Today, buying a car is as easy as one and done. Visit just one dealership, put $1 down, and you're done. You can drive a nicer, newer car today, like the all-new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including tax and fees out the door, and save up to $8,500. So if you hate your old ride, give it the old one and done, because you could drive a nice new car for just $1 down. Check out the 2024 Mirage, 43 miles per gallon. $1 down, $219 a month, including tax and fees out the door. Still owe on your current loan or lease? One and done. Payments too high? One and done. Come and see our lifetime used cars certified and only $1 down. So ditch your old ride regardless of miles or condition. Only at my one and done sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm RC Hill, 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval. Example, stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 84 months at 5.9 APR. Offer expires July 5th, 2024. Visit rchill.com for details.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort. But it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first today.
If you ask anyone who's experienced LASIK, they will tell you it's the best thing they've ever done. And more often than not, they'll add, I should have done it sooner. So what are you waiting for? The Filatowski Eye Institute is offering free LASIK consultations. Just text 1041 to 868686 and start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've performed over 65,000 LASIK procedures using the latest state-of-the-art technology. If finances aren't concerned, they offer 24-month interest-free financing. Text 1041 to 868686 to schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Each morning across Florida, hundreds of Duke Energy line workers start each day with one thing on our minds: making the grid stronger and more reliable for you. To us, it's about more than keeping the lights on. It's about being more efficient to help lower costs for our customers. It's more than a job, it's a commitment to building a smarter, more reliable energy future for Florida. Find out more at duke-energy.com/FL feature. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert, and I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit. 800-961-5544. 800-961-5544.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
Funny, actually. It's very Trump. And Trump just says things sometimes without thinking about the repercussions of those things.
Those are my favorite things that he says.
I know. Those Trumpisms are my absolute favorite. That's like when people tell me, like, oh, don't say Trump is funny. Trump isn't funny. Like, yeah, how serious are you in your whole life that you live that way? Like, just acknowledge, like, you might hate the guy, but some of it's funny as hell to watch. I enjoy the show, and you have to make the most of your life. So here we are. But Trump was talking about where they were going to have the Republican National Convention, which is coming up before too long.
Right.
And he said, it's in Milwaukee. And Trump says, Milwaukee, where we're having our convention, is a horrible city. And so he starts going on this tangent about how much Milwaukee sucks. And I'm like, man, you're going to Milwaukee in a little bit. Like, you might want to just butter them up a little bit or something. So then the Democrats fired back, and this was pretty smart too. The Democrats bought a bunch of billboards all across Milwaukee with Trump's face on it, and the quote, Milwaukee, where we're having our convention, is a horrible city.
That's a great picture of the Don.
It's like tongue sticking out a little bit. And when I looked at this, I was like, what's with the Milwaukee hate? Like, I don't know enough about Milwaukee, but I I don't hate Milwaukee. I don't have any predisposed hate for.
It comes from Milwaukee, which means the good land.
That's not true.
It's true.
Is it really?
What's not true is they got the Indian tribe wrong.
Did they?
It's not Algonquin, like Alice Cooper says.
But Milwaukee seems like a good place. Seems like I don't want to live there. It's too cold. But otherwise, I feel like Milwaukee people are Midwestern people, are they not?
Yeah, and they love beer.
Midwestern people are the best. I've told this story before on the show, so if you're new, it'll be a new one for you. You might have heard it otherwise. When I first moved to Chicago, when I was just like walking around downtown Chicago, people would walk by and they'd say like, hello. And then if you said, hey, how you doing? They would stop. And they'd be like, I'm doing pretty good overall. How's everything going with you? And I go, these people are just another level of nice around here. And if I could draw a map of niceness, it's kind of crazy how it goes. But niceness goes, some of the least nice people. All right, I don't want to get some cities mad at me just like Trump did. Some of the least nice people are down in Miami. Okay, I'm just saying the thing. All right, like a lot of people honk their horn at you down there. They get really pissed off in traffic. It seems like they're running super hot, and maybe it's the weather. I don't know what it is. The further you come up the state of Florida, the nicer people get, right? In West Palm Beach, good souls there, and the Treasure Coast, nice people. Then when you get up to like Central Florida, I think you meet some really decent human beings. And then when you get up to Jacksonville, things get weird for a little while. Like it's a little bit weird there in Jacksonville. And then like the actual South is full of so many nice people. Like looking at Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, all those states. Yeah, super sweet people. The people get nicer as you go up. And so when I think about cities that I would say this is a horrible city, I would never say that about Milwaukee. I wouldn't even necessarily say that about Miami, but I would tell you I would never live in Miami for multiple different reasons. I would never live in Miami.
The traffic.
If I had to say one city in the United States of America was a horrible city, where would I go? Who do I want to piss off? I've said in the past, Philadelphia sucks. And
Philadelphia is great.
The whole city or
Sure.
just that one part with the zombie people?
A lot of it. A lot of Philadelphia seems to kind of suck. And so I'll throw some bombs over there. Or, I'm so sorry to do this to you. I'm sure there's good people there. Atlanta kind of seems like it sucks. I don't know why. It just seems like here's an example. I don't know why Florida gets so much crap. This is a true story, friends. All right, this is an absolutely true story. The other day, there was a shooting in a mall in Atlanta. I don't know if you guys heard about this at all, but there was like some crazy guy comes in and he shoots a bunch of people at the mall, and it was pandemonium. So the cops came and the press came, and of the people who were from the press, one was from the Associated Press, and they started interviewing people. What did you see? What did you see when there was this mass shooting in the mall here? And one of the people that was interviewed by the Associated Press gave an interview and then left and then stole a giant bus and went on a high-speed chase from the police, killed somebody on the bus, I think, and just went crazy and just started creating chaos. And I was like, this is Atlanta. Why are we getting crap in Florida when that's happening over there? That seems a lot worse than whatever we got going on. So I'm sorry, Atlanta, I'm going to have to select you as a horrible city.
Damn.
I hate to do it. I know, shots fired. That's my
Atlanta.
final pick. You like Atlanta?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't have enough experience with it.
Two
I bet I would
reasons.
go.
Six Flags and strip clubs.
Those two in that order?
Yes.
All right.
Roller coasters by day, strippers by night.
I don't have enough experience, and I would bet if I would go, I would maybe love it, but that would be the city that I would say horrible city. Now you guys have to fire shots.
Oh, we have to fire shots.
What is the city you're calling the horrible city? It's not Milwaukee, I bet. Do you have
I've
a
never
single
been to
city?
Milwaukee.
You have a single city in the United States where like, well, that's a horrible city. That one sucks.
Can't really think.
You pussies. Both of you.
I did not enjoy my time in Houston the one time I went.
Houston, he says. My God. Oh, it's in Ventusora says Houston sucks big time.
There you go.
Got some people agreeing.
It's like the same weather as here, but less stuff to do.
Bootsy Moonshine says Baltimore is awful. I have heard a lot of people say if you had to fill in blank is a horrible city and you had to take one shot at one U.S. city, I think Baltimore would be up there. A lot of people would say Baltimore. And it's because of a lot of like crime, a lot of different issues that they have. It sucks. Patty says, I had fun in Philly, but they are the worst airport. Okay, that's another knock against them, but I'm sticking with Atlanta for right now. C-Lane, pick somebody. Who's the worst city? Who's the horrible city?
Detroit.
Oh, my
Wow.
God. Motor City, he says. Detroit? Oh, my God. What do you think, folks? What is the worst city in the United States? Tell us with your dispatch right now. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com.
Is Memphis really that dangerous? I Googled worst U.S. cities, and I'm just like looking at the different lists.
And Memphis came up?
It says 25 most dangerous places in the U.S. Memphis, St. Louis, Detroit, Birmingham, Little Rock. Memphis, St. Louis, Little Rock, Minneapolis, Detroit. New Orleans was number 7.
That's crime-based? Because New Orleans does have its fair share of crime.
St. Louis, Detroit, Baltimore, Memphis. Memphis is in there for dangerous. Never thought of Memphis as being dangerous.
Have you been to Memphis?
No.
Oh, my God.
No, I
go all the
won't.
time.
It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
You go all the time?
No, I don't. I've never been. But people are saying Memphis is awful. Memphis does suck.
In Memphis.
All right, you got to take a shot at somebody. Be brave. What? Blank is a horrible city. If you had to follow that, go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send your dispatch. Now, we'll play those before we wrap up
and
the show.
And if you say
today.
Orlando, so help me God.
Orlando's not. I love Orlando. Of all the places I've been, I absolutely love Orlando. I want to go to some other places and check them out. There's places I've never been before. Like I'd like to go to Jackson Hole. Either you been to Jackson Hole?
Wyoming?
Yeah, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I've never been there before. I've heard really good things. I would like to go there.
I cleaned up at Jackson Hole this morning.
And it was a real bad blowout from what I heard, that little guy. Okay. Well, quick break. When we come back, we'll make up for this jury duty because there's some good stories in there you got to hear. And we'll talk about why are people getting sick at the Grand Canyon? What is happening? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your 30 seconds of airtime awaits. The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Orlando, what's happening? Happy Friday. I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one. There is a closure you should know about. That's eastbound of the 408 at the exit towards Alafaya Trail. That's exit 21 right now. Also a delay, Colonial Boulevard westbound at Goldenrod Road. That delay on the turnpike is still there. Also southbound after the Mineola Hancock Road exit. But thankfully we're clear on the Greenway. And our Valvoline instant oil change traffic tip line number, if you have a report for us, is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Discover. As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16 powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most intensive projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic design, immersive visuals, and cinematic audio. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home.
A1 from day one.
Summertime, man, all those memories of going to theme parks and going to vacations with your family, and you want to do that as long as you can, don't you? Well, yeah, I know you do. Life Imaging FLA wants you to remember, get a scan when you can. Make it a priority this summer to get that scan and check out your heart and also check out for cancer, because early detection of heart disease and cancer can be a game changer in terms of treatment and outcome. I did this. It takes less than 6 minutes. Keep your clothes on. You lay down. They check your heart. I found out my heart was fine. It was good to know. I have other friends that have been, and they found out they had blockage, and it saved their life. Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a $699 value, and it's definitely worth it. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. It's Life Imaging FLA. When you talk to them about the free heart scan, ask about the cancer screening. That's super important. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan for Life Imaging FLA.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-254-5751. 800-254-5751. Again, that's 800-254-5751. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. Save $40 on select 5-gallon HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams paint, like Weather Shield, Showcase, or ceiling paint. Plus, save $10 on drywall PVA primer and get free same-day delivery to the job site when you order by 2 p.m. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offers valid through 6/14. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Orlando Magic Pod Squad is the Orlando Magic's flagship podcast, featuring interviews with Magic players, coaches, executives, and legends. Join me, Dante Marcatelli, along with the rotating cast of Magic personalities every Thursday during the season as we conduct deep dive interviews with Magic A-listers. This podcast is a must-listen for any Orlando Magic fan. Join the squad with the Orlando Magic Pod Squad on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Vibe every single summer with a lifetime warranty on new Nissans at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the
Forth because Trump said Milwaukee is a horrible city, and that's where the Republicans are going for the Republican National Convention. And then Democrats bought billboards with his face and his quote up on there. And then we all put down our cities that we were willing to call a horrible city or the worst city, which I know will just, the people from that city will go nuts and want to eat us alive. And then we go to break. Courtney pops in during the break sometimes in the studio, and she'll add her 2 cents off air to whatever it is we're talking about. And she just popped in and started listing off cities that she thought sucked. She's like, bop, da, bop, da, bop. And I'm like, whoa, calm down there. Rapid fire, 5 cities.
This lady hates America.
And then a whole state. She threw a whole state in there.
Which one?
I can't say. I'm not at liberty to say. But suffice to say, there's one full state where she was like, whole thing, out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. But we'll get to some other things, including your dispatches. And as far as jury duty goes today, I want to stretch this out in a different way. Jury duty brought to you by Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
2 o'clock jury duties lately.
866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. I'm trying to stay on the clock, trying to make sure everything is as close to the clock as possible. And if you know me, Sealand, you know that
usually you don't put an L in there.
At doing that. Don't you dare. Back off, sir. I need you for this, actually.
Okay.
All right? I need you for this.
All right.
You're good at tech. You're a tech guy. You like gadgets. You like gizmos.
I do.
You know about these kind
gadgets
of things.
and gizmos aplenty.
In jury duty, what I want to talk about is something that I saw in a movie recently. And the movie was a horror thrasher flick type movie. And it's called You're Next. And there's twists in it and stuff. And it's good. If you want to watch a movie like that, it's a fun one to watch and kind of scary and whatnot. You're Next. And in the movie, all of these people are in this house. And the only thing I'll say about the plot is the house comes under attack. And all of them try to do the obvious thing. They grab their phone and they attempt to call authorities, the police, 911, to get some help. Because that's what you do. When you freak out, everybody, even the ACAB folks, grabs their phone and they're like, 911, help. I have an emergency. And they attempt to dial for the authorities.
Help,
and
I need some bastards to help me out.
When they do this, in the movie, nobody can make a phone call because the people who are attacking them have used some sort of device to jam the cell signal of all of these people. And I know what simple things are. Like I know what a Faraday cage is. That's like where you can't get any signal out of it.
Right.
And it's a way like you could shut down everybody's cell phone inside. But obviously, if you pull up to a house, you're not doing that. Is there some kind of like gun or thing or like something you could point and take somebody's whole house and jam every single cell signal out of that?
They're illegal though.
They are?
Because there's always like rumors or conspiracy theories that places where they don't want you to use cell phones will employ something like this, like the movie theater or a school. Like they used to say, oh, they're going to use cell phone blockers, cell phone jammers at the school so the kids get off their phones. They're actually pretty illegal to use, and the FCC could get you in some trouble for that.
But if you were willing to commit a crime, and I ask this for a reason, I'll get into the news story about this in a second here. But if you were willing to commit a crime, you're willing to break all those laws.
Yes.
Do you think you could find something and you would you just put it near a house, and putting it near a house would make it so nobody in that house would be able to call the police? And let's be real about this. If you jam cell phones, you're good to go because people don't use landlines anymore. Like most houses don't have a landline. So all you have to do is jam up that. You think that would be something that you could find and that there is a product that works like that?
Yeah, there are things that are like purporting to be some sort of jammer. This says hidden camera detector.
Somebody says a Stingray can do that. It's a fake tower that cops use. And
why,
I guess
why do cops use it?
To maybe block cell reception in certain areas if they need to. I don't know why they would need that tool. But I asked this for a reason, because there's a story about robberies that have been happening in the United States of America. And this one in particular is in New Jersey. It says a Morris County Police Department is warning residents about a new burglary technique that involves, in this case, jamming Wi-Fi signals so residents can't call for help or
That's pretty
access
easy.
security cameras while burglars are in the house. So what they say is they can like roll up, and then before they get in front of your cameras that you have at your house, they'll fire up this machine, and the machine will cut off all the Wi-Fi in your house. So if you have Wi-Fi connected security cameras, this will knock the security cameras down, knock your home alarm or anything like that down, and then they'll go in, rob the stuff from your house. You're not home, right? So like you would be getting alerts on your phone. Oh, the camera activated. Oh, somebody's at the front door. Oh, hey, somebody's breaking into my house right now. You'd be able to call the cops. But all you see is that your cameras are down. And then when your cameras go up, everything looks normal. You don't realize that somebody rolled in the middle of this and had and burglarized your entire house. And I didn't know that you could do it that way. Like, I didn't know you'd be able to have that much power to jam out somebody's Wi-Fi from the street.
It's not a matter of power, I think, but it's they do what's called a deauth attack.
Okay, all right,
and it's like a signal that I think it can impersonate the Wi-Fi nearby, and then it takes all the devices off the Wi-Fi, and then they have to like reconnect.
Yeah.
So it would be temporary. But, I mean, if you just kept doing it, I think they would stay off.
Well, this kind of brings a larger question to us. Have we gone too far into the digital world where if somebody did this, we don't even have an analog way to get help? We don't even have a way that we could reach out to anybody.
Yeah.
Because if our Wi-Fi and internet connection is shut down and our cell signal is shut down, we're screwed. It says the technique was used during a burglary attempt in Florham Park earlier this week. Authorities believe the suspect is part of a South American theft ring that has been using Wi-Fi jammers. While Wi-Fi jamming devices are not new to the criminal underworld, it's the first we have seen or heard of devices used here. This is an alarming technological advance in the criminality being employed by these groups, they said. On Monday around 11:30, a resident was in his basement when he heard a loud noise from the ground floor. He accessed his home surveillance cameras and saw a man trying to enter his home. Soon after, the resident's camera system and cell phone lost all service, indicating the suspect was using a Wi-Fi jamming device, making all Wi-Fi accessible devices unusable, police said. The resident was still unable to use his cell phone to call for help due to the jamming device and ran into the street for assistance. A pedestrian then called 911.
Well, the cell phone uses different radio frequencies. Like the cellular signal should be different. So I don't know why a Wi-Fi jamming device would render your cell phone useless.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
unless you were using Wi-Fi to have your cell connection or something.
Sure.
Yeah, it's so crazy to me that you could do this. Like, it's next level robbery skills. You're now getting technological and utilizing tech to to your advantage to shut everybody
11.
down. Yeah, your Ocean's 11ing the whole thing. That's very frightening to see. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. We'll get to yours in a moment. First, we got to figure out what's going on at the Grand Canyon because dozens of hikers are saying that they fell ill during trips to a popular Arizona tourist destination that features towering blue-green waterfalls deep in a gorge neighboring the Grand Canyon National Park. Madeline Melchiers, a 32-year-old veterinarian from Arizona, said she was vomiting severely Monday evening and had a fever that endured for days after camping on the Havasupai Reservation. Josh, maybe this is what did you in this week. Maybe this is what did it to you. She eventually hiked out to her car in a weakened state, though through stifling hot weather, and was thankfully near a mule that transported her pack several miles up a winding trail. She said, if somebody could just pack out my 30-pound pack, I think I can limp along. I slept 16 hours and drank a bunch of electrolytes. I'm still not normal, but I'm okay. Now, this is not the only person. There's been other people who have gone to visit this waterfall and have gotten really ill. Dozens of people have gotten sick at this waterfall near the Grand Canyon. And they're not sure exactly what's happening, what the outbreak is and what's causing this to spread. But for now, be careful if you're near the Grand Canyon.
Don't go near it.
Yeah, definitely don't go near that waterfall. You got to stay away from that.
Don't go chasing them.
Don't go chasing them. Let's go over to you, and we'll chase down some dispatches and see what's happening in your world. Some people chiming in with their worst cities. You guys are absolute maniacs, and we're going to hear from you just like this one. Here's Mike with a dispatch.
Good afternoon, news junkies.
Hey.
And Josh.
Hello.
So, yeah, I have an alarm system that runs off my Wi-Fi, but it's also connected to a tower. So if they jam or my Wi-Fi goes down, it searches and goes onto the tower.
Gotta back
so I
up.
continually have power or to operate the alarm system. Just a thought.
Yeah. You see, it used to be old school. It used to just be like your alarm was all self-contained, and it made a horrendously loud noise.
Oh, yeah.
And the neighborhood knew that something wrong was going on, and somebody would call the police. Now everything's connected. Everything's connected to the internet, and plus nobody calls 911 when they hear sirens anymore. In fact, I was thinking the other day, do they even make cars with car alarms anymore? Do they even make?
Yeah.
Because I don't hear them anymore. Like everybody has a car with keyless entry, but not like the beep, 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 like when you're standing too close to it or something. I just don't see that as much. Here is Flip talking about a city that sucks.
All right, third tries a charm. This is a very long story. I'm going to try to shorten it up.
Oh, no.
Memphis sucks. Great barbecue. Don't wander off of Beale Street too far. Rendezvous is the barbecue joint to go to. Hit a couple bars, but get out of there.
Real quick, I'm going to stop Flip. Memphis barbecue. What makes Memphis barbecue different? Is there something that they use? Because I know people rave about it. Like, they're super into it. It's the sauce that they use?
I'm pretty sure it's the sauce.
It's like a mustard-based thing or something?
No,
Memphis barbecue is mostly centered on pork.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis, also called barbecue capital of the world, is a regional style of barbecue known for its slow-smoked meats and dry rubs.
Yeah. Barbecue capital of the world is a big claim.
Barbecue sauces are thinner than Texas and Kansas City sauces, but thicker than Carolina vinegar sauces, and have a tomato-based glaze that adds a caramelized flavor. That's what I'm getting.
Tomato-based glaze. All right, okay. All right, now I know. Let's go back to Flip.
There you go.
Less than a half hour after dark. My wife and I, we went and met my daughter in Memphis to party it up after she graduated boot camp. And she was in tech school nearby. So we went there. My daughter got trashed. On the way back to the hotel, she needed to puke. Opens up the door, falls out of the car at a stoplight, starts puking on the devil strip next to the road, and right in front of cops. So I look over to my left, trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of this situation, and in the bank parking lot to my left is laying a dead guy that the cops didn't even see. So I jump out of the car. I'm trying to collect my daughter, put her back in the car, and in order to get all the attention off of us, I'm like, I don't know if you know this, but there's a dead guy laying over there in the parking lot. And they wander over, just kind of nudge him with their foot. They're like, yep, he's dead. Like, it happens every other hour there.
All right, in defense of Memphis, some of that you had coming, right? Like, your daughter was the one that got drunk and fell out of the car and had her own issues that drew attention to you. That's not Memphis's fault. Now, the dead guy you can blame on Memphis if you want, but I don't know if the rest of that is fair.
He got a good story out of it.
He did. In the barbecue, I don't know. I can't. I'm not picking a side right now because I know that's really, people will get fired up about that. What do you think? Let us know your worst city, the city that you think is horrible, to fill in the blank, as we did earlier. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. BDMX Con says, y'all want to see a body is a great way to control a conversation with the cops. That will get their attention every time. That's true. All right, back with that. I still got this fan and the judge and their interaction. That is coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Orlando, what's happening? Happy Friday. I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one. There is a closure you should know about that's eastbound of the 408 at the exit towards Alafaya Trail. That's exit 21 right now. Also a delay Colonial Boulevard westbound at Goldenrod Road. That delay on the turnpike is still there. Also southbound after the Mineola Hancock Road exit. But thankfully we're clear on the Greenway, and our Valvoline instant oil change traffic tip line number, if you have a report for us, is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
and more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
Glad to finally have you over. What do you think?
You could install a bay window to let in more natural light over there.
Huh?
Sorry. Sorry, it's just that I saved hundreds on my Navy Federal Credit Union home equity loan. Now I see potential home improvement projects everywhere.
Learn more about how our home equity loans with no closing costs can help you get more from your home base at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender membership required. Loan subject to change.
It's one thing to suffer from allergies as an adult, but it's really tough on kids. Running around with sniffles or stuffy nose during recess or practice. Not to mention it's hard to concentrate in school when you're not feeling well. And then you feel bad because you forgot to give them their allergy meds before they left. All of that can be a thing of the past, thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus. They've helped thousands, including children, with their kid-friendly allergy testing and pain-free allergy drops. Schedule your appointment today while the kids are out of school. Go to AspireAllergy.com. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Dante Marcatelli.
And I'm Jake Chapman.
We're the hosts of Magic Drive Time, the only daily audio fix for Orlando Magic fans. And actually, I just realized this, Jake, one of the longest running sports talk shows in Orlando. We've been at it for 13 seasons. How is that possible?
Oh, wow. That's good stuff, Dante. And that's exactly what you'll get on Magic Drive Time each day. It's your touchstone for the latest Magic news, game previews and reviews. And we've got more stats and notes than we know what to do with.
Listen to Magic Drive Time on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey there, Russ Rollins for Zero Res. Get your carpets and tile clean without sticky, soapy, chemical residue left behind. This month, get 25% off all upholstery and rugs and carpets. It's just $147 for 3 rooms. Visit OrlandoZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Hey guys, Father's Day is fast approaching, and if you haven't gotten a gift yet, I got you covered. Check out the Corona Cigar Father's Day sale and get up to 20% off both in-store and online purchases using the code FATHER, Saturday, June 14th through Tuesday, June 18th. Corona Cigar has you covered. They have a fantastic selection of spirits, cigars, and accessories that any dad would love. So whether you're buying for yourself or that last-minute Father's Day gift, head on over to coronacigar.com or visit one of their 3 retail locations in Dr. Phillips, downtown, or Heathrow. Happy Father's Day from Corona Cigar Company. Some exclusions apply.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322.
I'm Maria Kondakova.
And I'm Nate Silver.
And our new podcast, Risky Business, is a show about making better decisions. We're both journalists who moonlight as poker players, and that's the lens we're going to use to approach this entire show.
We're going to be discussing everything from high-stakes poker to personal questions.
Like whether I should call a plumber or fix my shower myself.
And, of course, we'll be talking about the election.
Listen to Risky Business on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Risky Business.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Send us a dispatch and join the ranks of the great 5 percenters.
But I just saw something that is coming out soon. And I was like, damn, this guy was just starting to get past his scandal. He was just starting to put all of the nonsense behind him and rebuild after being canceled. And boom, documentary drops. And I go, oh, no, another round for this guy. Any guesses on who this is? Or have you already seen the trailer for this yet?
Michael Richards.
Michael Richards is a great guess because he's just like reviving his career. Yeah, he's got the book about his life, and he's going around and, like, you know, bending the knee wherever he can to apologize for screaming the N-word real loud. It's like, and he was out for the count for a while, yeah. Michael Richards, and he does the whole thing where he's like, it was a self-imposed sabbatical from the entertainment world. It's like, no, it might have been self-imposed, but that's like saying. That's like saying, you can't fire me, I quit.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think he got a couple, like, voice acting jobs, like in a cartoon or something. Something I think that Seinfeld got for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Seinfeld, like, always steps up for the people that he's close to like that. All Day Yucker says Sean Wasson. Nope, this is not about me. 1200 says Corey Harris. Nope. MFQ says Kevin Spacey. That's a really good guess because Kevin Spacey has been doing interviews.
John says Bill Cosby. That's a really bad guess.
Yeah, not him. No. Kevin Spacey's just doing interviews. We did one with Piers Morgan and a couple others where he's been like crying because he's lost all his money and he has to sell his house this week. I'm pretty sure he's probably still got decent money, but he's upset because he's been canceled. And he says he's never lost any of these court cases against him when it comes to the allegations. Here is the poster for the movie, and you'll see who it is.
Oh.
Sorry Not Sorry with Louis C.K.'s face on the documentary poster. And it's from the New York Times. And I guess this is like all the accusations against him, which is pretty weird because some of you might remember if you go back a ways on the show these weren't like they were like the worst kept secret in comedy. I talked about this beforehand. Like as people started to get canceled and like Aziz Ansari and that whole stupid thing,
right,
where that guy got rolled over. And I said, I'm surprised nobody's going after Louis C.K. yet. Here's the stories about Louis C.K. It was just an out there story that people knew that Louis C.K. would do this. He would ask women if he could pleasure himself in front of them, and then he would do it. And then all of a sudden, it was like a tidal wave when all these other people were getting canceled. They came for Louis C.K. and they had all these stories. And he said, the stories you hear about me are true. And I'm sorry, and I'm going to try to make myself a better person.
I watched his special that he did. It might have been self-released. There was something that like the very first special he did after this whole thing, after keeping quiet for a while, and his explanation of the whole thing, I mean, was well put together, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He basically said like everybody's got a kink, and now everybody knows mine. I really like masturbating. I just don't like doing it alone. And then, I think it started with, yes doesn't always mean yes.
I mean, I'm not completely in tune with the story. I forgot some of the details. But as I remember, he asked all these women before he did this. And the bigger question was like, could the women have said no? We have to get away from these kind of discussions. Women are empowered in any moment to say no. We should never say that, like, look, you might not want to say no, even though that's how you feel sometimes. You always should empower women to say no, and no means no. And once somebody says that, thing should stop absolutely immediately. So I think those are stupid discussions. But the bigger discussion is, like, was there some sort of social and I guess in terms of like career pressure where you didn't want to say no because this guy is a really big deal in the comedy world. And so sit there and watch him hammer himself for a little bit. And and all right, there we go.
Like it owes him money.
Very good. MFQ says, so is he endorsing this or separate from him? No, this is definitely separate from him. And it's called Sorry Not Sorry. It's from the New York Times, who ran the original report about this. I see like some of the reviews. I'd be interested in checking it out because I don't know that there's going to be anything in here that changes my mind on this. I think that what he did is gross and he shouldn't have done it, but I don't think that it's criminal by any way, shape, or form. I don't think it's a criminal thing that he's done. And I think like the guy apologized. He took all the public hits. He went out there and addressed it. You got to move on at some point in time. You know, let people get a path to redemption, even if they're doing this. So I'm not sure why another round of salvos is fired here by the New York Times.
The description says an examination of Louis C.K., who was accused of sexual harassment in 2017. They explore his comeback and the unseen effects of this on the women who spoke publicly about his behavior.
Okay. So if there's nothing new, like, yes, he's kind of made a comeback, but also he still sells his own specials on his website. I don't think anybody's bought a special off of Louis C.K. since this happened, as far as I know.
Let me see.
Has he had a Netflix special? Has he had like an HBO special? Because I don't remember if he did. He very well could have, and I just don't remember it. But I feel like he's still got things that have halted his career, and he's been kind of on the back burner since all of this.
So 2017 was when it happened, right?
Right.
So there was a Netflix special then. The rest of them have been on LouisCK.com. So there's been 4 of them.
Yeah, he's released them like direct to consumer. You just download them on the website. And he released a movie that way, I think, too, because people still won't touch him. I was banned for a joke, says on Twitch, Sean loves giving people a second chance to violate somebody. That's such a brain dead take. Like, what do? Do you throw people out? The guy masturbated in front of some female comics. Are we done with him forever? You should never deal with him again. You know why Louis C.K. should be a pariah? It has nothing to do with this. Louis C.K. should be a pariah because he's a whiny little Karen. He's a little bitch is what Louis C.K. is. Listen to the story Pete Davidson tells about Louis C.K. Have you ever heard that? Where he says, like, behind the scenes at Saturday Night Live, he was telling on Pete Davidson for smoking weed.
Tried to get him fired for being stoned.
I know. Like that. Let's get rid of him for that. Let's say I'm not going to support him for that. Whiny little Karen bitchy tactics. That's the embarrassing thing. I mean, this is embarrassing too, but if there's nothing new here, you're beating a dead comic, for God's sake. It's like, what do you want? He's still suffering social punishment for this. He's still, a persona non grata in the comedy
show that
world.
I saw him at was pretty full.
Well, yeah, the fans are still there. The fans will still buy his tickets. That he's got going, but it's not. I don't think it's true to say that he doesn't suffer any repercussions from these stories. I don't think that is true. I think he still has a hard time booking some venues. I think he still has a hard time getting involved in any productions in Hollywood. And he was on the come up. I mean, this guy had his own movie coming out that he had produced himself and put together. He was like the main figure in the comedy world. He was everywhere. His show, Louie, right? That was pretty big at that time as well. Like he was doing really well, and he's certainly not anywhere near that right now. But it's interesting because I'm a little irritated by this, and I feel like this wasn't necessarily needed, and I don't know that they have a lot new to say, but I haven't watched it, and I'm kind of intrigued to at least watch it to see if it's just god-awful or if it's actually going to change my mind.
It comes out July 12th.
What's it coming out on?
It doesn't say.
Sorry Not Sorry is the name of the Louis C.K. documentary about all these scandals, a follow-up all these years later. Meanwhile, in a very different world, Pat Sajak, a different kind of Jack entirely. Pat Sajak has passed the torch.
But he's also off.
It's true. He's passed the torch from Wheel of Fortune host to Ryan Seacrest, and he says goodbye to the audience. He said, well, this is it. What do you think? The 77-year-old handing over the baton to the 49-year-old Seacrest in a tour of the studio with Vanna White. I'm interested to see how he's received. You think people are going to be do you think people are going to give a damn that Pat Sajak isn't there anymore?
Yes.
Do you think so? You think they'll
so.
see like a ratings drop even?
Maybe not, but I think people will care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was important to it, but
he was that show.
He was, but people still like the game. Like,
yeah.
I could compare it to this. This is not the greatest comparison because Wordle doesn't have like a host, doesn't have like a voice of it. But if you move that to another platform other than the New York Times, people are loyal and they would go over there. They would follow that along because they like the game.
And you see that with Jeopardy too.
Yeah, and I think people would like. I think people
with
like
Jeopardy.
The
we
game.
didn't really have a choice.
No, he just
died.
Yeah, and that's easier to do the succession if the person dies.
Yeah, take notes, Sajak.
You say it's easier, but the Jeopardy folks sure had a hell of a time fumbling that.
Yeah, they did have a lot of issues with that. PF on YouTube says, Louis C.K. and Chappelle both overrated and don't get the hype. I think they're both incredibly funny people and very, very talented. Something that happens sometimes, and I hate this. If you do this, I think this is one of the worst qualities that a human can have. When you don't like somebody or you don't like their political beliefs or you think they've got bad take on something, oftentimes people will say really dumb stuff. Like they'll be like, Dave Chappelle's not funny. If you are like a big trans rights activist and you're like, Dave Chappelle's not funny. Okay, say what you want, but the guy obviously is very, very funny to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like when people say, oh, Michael Jackson's music is terrible. What, is his music really terrible?
No.
You dislike the person, Michael Jackson. You don't dislike the actual music. People do that all the time. Like this person is, whatever they create, their artwork is terrible. Why? Well, I just don't like it. Really, it comes down to they don't like their opinions or they disagree with them so many times. But we'll see what happens with Wheel of Fortune there. And meanwhile, I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me see if I can bring this up. Did you guys see the person who ran out on the baseball field? And then they did a flip.
Yes.
He did a backflip. And C-Lane, if you haven't seen this.
I have not.
Okay, hold on.
You pulling it up so I can watch it?
I'm going to try to, if I could find it, because it was so great.
Because I'm not doing it on my own.
All right.
I need you for it.
I've seen one version. Okay, I'll just show you the still from this. All right. This guy ran out onto the field and he did a backflip.
Wow.
And the moment he landed his backflip, the cop that was chasing him tased him. So, like, he did the backflip and then, boom, got tased immediately by the cop who chased him out of the field.
I feel like that series of pictures should win an award.
That's a guy?
It tells a story.
Yeah, it's a guy. Yeah, that's him wincing in absolute pain.
When he winces in pain, he looks like a woman. Is it just me? I'm getting woman vibes.
Little baby wincing in pain looks like a lady now.
And now he went to court, obviously, because they charged him for being on the field. You're not supposed to do that. And the courtroom had a camera there. Here's the video, C-Lane. Let me see if I can get this going. All right, he's running. He's running. And then the cop tases him immediately after he backflips. I'll put this up on See It Now so you can take a look. But here's him talking to the judge in court. Hang on. Oh.
Have you seen any of the videos that people captured?
I've not, no.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
So
quite a few.
Everybody thinks you landed that backflip.
Pretty sure I did.
Everybody thinks you landed that backflip, and he said, I'm pretty sure I did. Just having some fun out there, getting a little tase on the field. Let's go over to you and work in a couple of dispatches. Here's Twink Lettitz talking about Louis C.K.
Yeah, another story about Louis C.K. is that when he was on the Dana Carvey show, or that was getting started, Jimmy Fallon went to audition for that show, and he thought Jimmy Fallon was a really talented, good-looking guy, and didn't like him being on the show because he thought he'd overshadow him. And he actually was on Jimmy Fallon's show telling it in an interview. There's also a good documentary about the Dana Carvey show on Hulu. Oh, God, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a really good one. It's got Stephen Colbert and Stephen Carell on there.
Too funny to fail.
And all that. So, and there's one part I guarantee you'll laugh at. If nothing else, there's one part in there. All right, thank you.
I don't know if that story is true at all, so I'm not going to give too much credibility to it until I look further into it, but it fits. And that's a lot of the stuff that I heard about Louis C.K. is like him backstabbing, being like a whiny little bitch behind the scenes. And that I don't like. This other stuff, you know, you could leave it or take it. Take it or leave it. When we come back, we're going to be hearing from you regardless. We'll take those dispatches, so give them to us. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, we'll do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today we're going to wrap everything up for a Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on the Jim Colbert Show, we'll get you ready for the weekend. We talk food with Fayez Carr in Primetime Kitchen. The winner of JCS Trivia today will get tickets to see Russell Peters at Hard Rock Live or a $50 gift card to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill. Plus, your calls, texts, and dog bags.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And this afternoon, we are on the eve of Father's Day weekend, and we've got some big clouds out there that could produce a couple of quick-hitting showers, maybe a clap of thunder, but most of the action stays south and west of Orlando this afternoon with the sea breeze, collision, and storms hitting Tampa Bay, not so much Orlando. High temperature this afternoon, 92. Our chance for rain, 30%, about a 20% chance of rain this Father's Day weekend.
This report is sponsored by Nasal Guard. People who suffer from allergies use Nasal Guard to prevent them. Nasal Guard's innovative gel and spray products protect you from all airborne allergens, no matter what the forecast holds. Visit Amazon, Walmart, or nasalguard.com today. Breathe better this spring. Nasalguard.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
One more rep. You got it.
10.
Nice work. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I gotta tell you, taking Nugenix Total T makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix, that's the testosterone booster TV ads with Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, right?
Yes, the key ingredient is Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Are they still giving out complimentary bottles to people?
Yes, Nugenix is a great way to feel stronger and leaner with more energy. And as Frank says, she'll like it too.
I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
Just send a text. Text BELT to 23123. 2231 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text BELT to 231231. That's BELT to 231231. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Being a great dad doesn't require some fat wallet. I realized a simple stopwatch could make my kids' day better. I turned everything into a speed competition. Just time everything. How fast can they make their bed? How quickly can they fold 10 shirts? The weirder, the better. I once timed who could hug me the longest. They'll be excited if you're excited. Trust me.
Pull out a stopwatch or try something else. Just choose to be a father first.
Tired of taking allergy pills every day to treat your allergies? Aspire Allergy and Sinus has helped thousands, including me, who spent years suffering before finally doing something. Like Aaron, most migraines were alleviated almost immediately after her sinus surgery with Aspire. Or Julie, who didn't even realize it was allergy season because she felt so much better after taking her allergy drops. Fixing your allergies are easier than you think it is. Go to AspireAllergy.com to set your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
You met with the stable boy despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He lay you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before while you were buying dish soap. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible.
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. When I ran the first 2 amendments to bring medical marijuana to Florida, the politicians lied about everything, and now they're doing it again. They said then, and they're saying now, that smoke will be everywhere. That's nonsense and a complete lie. If Amendment 3 passes, adults can safely use marijuana, but not in public places. That's in the law and in the Constitution, just like with tobacco. So now let's finish what I started and don't believe the lying liars from Tallahassee. Join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Safe, regulated, responsible. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-254-5751. 800-254-5751. Again, that's 800-254-5751. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
If you're not confused, you are not paying attention. This
Stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. And let me remind you, friends, if you're looking for more, about 5 o'clock is when I try to post the Secret Show every single week. On Friday at 5 o'clock, it posts for those subscribers who are at thenewsjunkie.com. So if you want to go uncensored and unlock secret shows, there will be one. We did that competition we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
On Secret Shows, where we tried to determine via taste which celebrity chef was behind these frozen meals that we had. I'm not going to tell you who the winner was, but we got real drunk while we were doing it. So if you want to go on a wild ride, go for that. Check it out. It'll be up by 5 p.m. I try to get it up for people who are like, leaving work on Fridays, and they can snag that if they want.
Yeah, buddy.
So go subscribe if you're not subscribed over at thenewsjunkie.com. You'll see where you can learn about secret shows. Quickly, let's see here. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Peter says, Los Angeles is horrible. Huge, ugly city, sprawled out with ridiculous highways and infrastructure, ceaseless traffic, vapid people, all wanting to make it big in Hollywood and willing to use anyone callously in order to attain notoriety, and a complete lack of culture and cohesion. It's the Daytona of the West Coast, he says. Shots fired at Daytona.
I'd argue Daytona has some culture.
There's things to see there, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Peter emails about stingrays that somebody mentioned. Law enforcement uses stingrays to monitor cell phones, not to block them. There were news stories about federal law enforcement using them a few years ago. I do recall that. Yes, it was like a eavesdropping, spying kind of thing.
Well, that's not good either. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's not to shut down communication, but instead to listen in on communication. I've got this, which is starting to get some traction right now. Biden had some people at the White House, including a TikTok star, and then he got mad at the TikTok star for something. Here he is.
And I know you're a typical press guy. You're grabbing me in front of all this. And I trust you as far as I throw your phone. I have a good arm, man. Absolutely. I can throw a long way. But my point...
He said, I trust you about as far as I could throw your phone, and I got a good arm.
Yeah, he says he can throw it far, so he trusts him a lot.
Yeah, you're not using the phrase right.
That doesn't work. What's he doing there? Also, you think Biden has a good arm at this age? I can whip a baseball around faster than Biden could. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, if we can make that happen.
He said, I trust you about as far as I can throw you. Biden has, even though he has thick skin, because everybody has to be thick skinned to be willing to be the president of the United States, he gets pissed off at little tiny infractions like this all the time.
Oh yeah,
you see him lose his temper a lot.
So what is he pissed about in this case?
I don't know. It's one of the millions of things, C-Lane, where we don't see what led up to this. I bet the guy was annoying. I bet he did something, and he said you're holding me over here. I don't know, but he said, I trust you about as far as I could throw your cell phone. And I got a good arm, which is not the line he thought it was, I don't
Probably
think.
Felt cool when he said it.
Yeah, I nailed that guy
He speaks in a way that he always feels cool when he says stuff. I get that vibe from him when he says certain things that are supposed to be... What was the horse trainer?
You horse face pony soldier, dog face pony soldier,
dog face pony soldier, dog face pony soldier. Everybody else said, "What the hell did he just say?" But he owned that, and he thought he sounded real cool when he said dog face pony soldier.
Ancient ways to say basically I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. All of his lines are like that. You're like, okay. Let's see. We got enough time, don't we? I think we could do the final dispatch.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
True. So true. Let's see who makes the cut today for the dispatches. Here's Idiot in Florida, and it says last dispatch.
I don't know why you promote dispatches before the last segment, because you were lucky if you didn't play one.
Sir, the song makes fun of that too. I don't have a lot of time. I'm looking at the clock. I'm staring down the clock right now. I do my best. All right. One more, so I do two. Here's OMG. It's Price.
Hey, junkies.
Hey,
Price here.
First
dispatch. Mm-hmm. Hey, I was listening at the beginning, and I had to tune out during the middle, but I tuned back in at the end, and I hear you talking about Louis C.K.
Yeah.
And it just makes me feel like this whole show has been about rats. But what was the company that guy who you were talking to was with again? I probably need to...
Oh, what was that guy?
Hang on, I got it.
Was he Rat Daddy or something?
No, that was a different guy.
No, this was Florida Wildlife Busters.
That's it. Yeah, Florida Wildlife Busters. No, I thought he was talking about Rat Daddy.
That was better than that Biden rat joke earlier.
Yeah, it was. Although I did repeat it when I went out to say hi to Courtney. I said the same joke again. I was like, that guy thought he had a winner on his hands.
Looks like Joe Biden's been in our backyard, babe.
scuttling around in the backyard like Joe Biden. You're like, okay. Here we go. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, June 14th, 2024. Josh, thank you for your service today.
You are welcome.
We appreciate you as always. You're very funny. Did a great job.
Thank you.
Tila and I, we couldn't do it without you.
Yeah.
I know that.
Well, we can. We don't prefer it to.
No.
That's nice.
We don't like each other. That's the secret. We don't like to tell people about this. Yeah, we are at odds. We are enemies.
Grr, that's Sean.
Here we go. Today I learned this band.
No, screw you. Beatles.
The Beatles is correct. Ringo Starr, the Beatles. He changed the lyrics of the song with a little help from my friends because he feared audiences would throw tomatoes at him. The original lyrics were, "What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and throw tomatoes at me?" And because he thought people would actually do that, he had to change it. And finally, today I learned this song.
Oh, we didn't start the fire.
That's right. We didn't start the fire. Billy Joel got into an argument with a younger man about the worst era to be young. The younger man told Billy Joel at least he got to grow up in the 50s when nothing happened, and this song is what came out of his mouth.
That younger man was Julian Lennon.
Was it really?
Whoa.
Man, look, it all wraps together. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back Monday, same time, same place. Miss the